With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are filled to Phil with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. His dreams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap, while DSP is chasing green. We're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. It's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if bad to fun. His child can't see if hours making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over it and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Monday the 6th of November 2023. I hope you're all doing very well indeed and you had an enjoyable weekend. As you can see, Phil Burnell is currently sitting at 418 members, but he's having a little bitch fest in his chat because he had to wake up at 8:30 AM today. I don't think this person's ever seen a clock show 8:30 AM in his entire life since he was at school, but there you go. And look at the fucking, you know, the excuses that come out, I'd likely be a late riser if I could, but life doesn't permit it. I'm finding myself getting more tired more early at nights now, likely because I'm older. And Hunter responded, 8:30 is super late low, and Phil tried to find himself saying, it's not when you work past 10 PM. Jesus Christ, man. When I rise and sleep depends on my work schedule. Bear in mind, he's a master of his own schedule. He dictates his own entire schedule. It is ridiculous, it's just, he's desperately seeking fucking pity and sympathy from his audience. Hunter's no fucking having any of it anyway, that's what I'm sure, and I think most people as well. But, Phil Burnell's usual routine, I had to wake up at 8:30 AM, and most adults are awake at that time. Most working adults are awake at that fucking time. A lot of people are actually not just awake at that time, but working by that point in time. But Phil's like, give me some pity because I had to wake up at 8:30 today and I'm an old tired man. Fuck off, you lazy bastard. Anyway, there's a couple of things I want to go over before we actually begin the bingo today. And the first one is a fantastic clip here. Mr. Stuff clipped this and he put a picture in pictures. So Phil had something incredible to say about magfest, but while he was talking about magfest, he also put in the actual footage. This has to be seen to be believed because Phil's rewriting of history and his delusions of grandeur really shine through here. Philip Burnell claims he had hundreds of people at his fucking little fucking talk while he went to magfest before, and the camera does not lie.
It's the $6 in tips, ignoring the stupid tip from earlier. Okay. If you want to know, it's hilarious. It's called Revisionist history. Why am I ignoring it? The person who's going to argue with me about my panel at MagFest 2012, they're going to tell me that I had a relatively small panel with a mixed reaction, and that's why MagFest didn't invite me back. Interesting. Even though it was standing room only, there were people in the back of the room who had to stand up for 2 rows because there was not enough room for people to stand or to sit in the room.
I mean that's just like perfectly fucking timed. The whole entire back section is fucking got empty goddamn seats. That is not standing room only. There's quite a lot of empty seats. Even for the people that are sitting in the front, there's empty seats galore. And this is not fucking pure doing social distancing. This is before then. This is way before that fucking whole concept of social distancing to try and fucking make sure you don't fucking bug anyone. Someone actually done a head count. Someone counted it in the fucking comments here. Well, I don't know if it's in this video, but a few detractors have covered this. Apparently it's like 45, 46 people. Here it is here. I counted 45 people, 46 with a dude in yellow that probably worked for the event. So yeah, if you're counting the person that was working at the time, 46 people attended this fucking little, talk, this little presentation by Phil.
And there were people waiting outside of the room for an hour before we started. That was a relatively small panel. Idiot. That's why I ignored stupidity, just so you know. But it's called revisionist history. It's when people like you, everyone believes you, and everyone, likes you, and will say good things about you. And when idiots on the internet hate you, they will literally do anything they can to discredit every single positive thing you could ever say about yourself. No, there actually was a time when I was a popular YouTuber, and people wanted to go to conventions and meet me and sign and get autographs signed and take pictures and attend a panel and do all kinds of stuff with me. Maybe not today, but that did actually happen over a decade ago. You're just an idiot if you don't believe that. You're a fucking moron.
Fantastic little fucking clip there by Mr. Stuff. I will link it in the chat right now if people want to check it out. But yeah, that was a brilliantly, just a nice little picture of what the truth was compared to what Phil's delusions are fucking like. So yeah, I mean, bloody hell. There is actually, there's another clip I want to show you that was clipped by Snort Hogan about Phil blaming This Is How You Don't Play for not getting a return spot at Magfest and ruining his reputation. This is a fucking quality bit of fucking copium right here.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Snort, snort, snort.
Code.
Drip. Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. That's it. That's it. Accidental horror. That makes sense. I knew about that because, well, Cypress says it was popular in the late 2000s. It's creepy to see all the dead maps these days. It's a mod of Half-Life, correct? Half-Life had so many mods on PC that were popular over the years for various different reasons. And yeah,
just to warn you, this is a very fucking strange story. Phil basically fucking gives his one example of him knowing Gary's mod. This is why Phil is aware of Gary's mod. This is a bizarre fucking story.
I would say if this was a huge popular modding thing at
I'm speeding this bastard up as well. We're going 1.25 straight away just for this fucking particular clip because it's like 11 minutes long and Phil talks too slow.
One point. And basically, then all of a sudden it fell out of popularity and no one uses it anymore. And it's just a bunch of dead content. I can see why that's creepy, but I don't understand what's so scary about what he just said. That doesn't make sense. The only time, I know this is going to be stupid because this is really the only thing I can add to it because I never played Gary's mod. So here's my one interaction with Gary's mod. You ready for this? This will end the show for the week. So over a decade ago, I was a popular YouTuber, very popular gaming YouTuber, and I was kind of a hot commodity for a while where people liked my content. They wanted to have me at conventions and shows. They wanted to interview me, because I was one of the biggest gaming YouTubers of the time. Everyone knew Darkside Phil on YouTube at one point, okay? And at one point, I started attending gaming conventions. And I attended MagFest. I attended Too Many Games. I attended New York Comic Con. I attended a bunch. And at some of these conventions, I had panels in the way. And basically, one year, I went to this MagFest event. And this was at the height of my popularity, I would argue, on YouTube. Like, I was very popular. And I ended up being so popular, they allowed me to have a panel for my fans. They allowed me to have a vendor place in the vendor area where I could sell, like, merch and things related to my content and things like that. And it was very successful. Like, our panel was packed to the brim with attendees. It was full. The room was full of fans of mine and John Rambo and all of our friends and content and everything. I'm almost positive you can still go watch the panel and everything from it. This was over 10 years ago. So this is when we were advertising things like Project 7 and stuff like that, right? So fast forward to a year later. Now, again, my panel had been completely packed, sold out. You're talking hundreds of people attended MagFest with the intention of attending the panel. Like, they made a lot of money on us and everything that year, right? A year later, and it's MagFest again, and I was trying to get a panel again. And essentially, they weren't responding to me. And I didn't understand why, because the year before, I'd been one of their more popular kind of YouTube indie guys that had been there at the show. And what had happened was in the years, I think it was like, I want to say it was like the years of 2012 to 2013. A lot else had changed on the internet. So basically, I was falling out of prominence on YouTube because This Is How You Don't Play. This Is How You Don't Play turned me, I'm not kidding, I wish this was a joke. It really isn't. I went from being one of the more prominent, well-respected, well-sought-out YouTubers for gaming to a laughingstock. People instead wanted to make fun of Darkside Phil and deride Darkside Phil than actually watch his content and do anything to do with him, And other prominent YouTubers at that point, Game Grumps, and guys like that, Two Best Friends Play, they have become way more prominent, and I was kind of on a decline because of this. Okay.
But that was your own goddamn fucking fault, because you also failed to fucking adapt with the times. You failed to fucking seize the moment and try and improve yourself as a content creator. You basically fucking stuck the course, you know what I mean? You didn't try and seek to improve yourself. You never sought to try and fucking do always... No, you just basically did what you always fucking did, and you got fucking passed by your fucking peers and left in the fucking dust. Yes, this is how you don't play also fucking came out as well, but why did you think you were entitled to another fucking invitation to go back to fucking Magfest? So you reached out to them saying, guys, can you please invite me back to your show? They clearly weren't interested in fucking having you back. Otherwise, they would have fucking got in touch with you again to fucking say, Phil, please return to our fucking show so you can have a panel again. Yeah, ridiculous.
Okay, so I had, applied to be at MagFest, and I wasn't getting responses, so I actually had to go to like their IRC servers and shit.
You don't actually have to go anywhere, Phil. You didn't need to go anywhere. No response is usually a fucking clear tell sign of you not being wanted at that fucking event that particular year.
To try to talk to them and be like, why are you guys like ignoring my request? I don't get it. Last year I was one of the more popular guys there. We brought you hundreds of attendees. My fans want us to be there again. They're dying to see another panel with me and John and all of our stuff that we're doing and everything. And basically, they kept blowing smoke up my butt about the reasons. What's funny is, like, I remember, how does it have to do with Gary's mod? I started looking at other panels, right, that they were holding. And so eventually when I started talking to the directors of MagFest, and they were giving me excuse after excuse, right? Oh, we just don't, this year, listen, not everyone gets into MagFest every year. You have to understand that even just because you apply, you're not guaranteed. Even though you had a really great year last year, that doesn't guarantee you'll get in this year. And so I start pulling stuff out, I'm like, wait a minute. So then,
but you failed to accept that as a reasonable fucking response. This is their show. This is their fucking panel. They decide what people they want there at their fucking show. But you felt you were entitled to a fucking panel just for reasons because you were there the previous fucking year. That sense of fucking entitlement is precisely why people don't want a thing to fucking do with you, Phil, and don't want you back for these kind of events.
and what about Game Grumps? Why did they get a panel? What about Two Best Friends Play? Why are they getting a panel? And then I started pulling out the stuff that really made them look stupid. Like, there was an entire panel dedicated to Gary's mod in 2013.
Gary's mod is a very powerful fucking tool and a very popular tool as well. Somebody said it earlier on in chat, apparently. I mean, let me scroll up in my fucking chat to see if I can find the message here about Gary's mod. Where the fuck is it here? Somebody pulled up the fucking data for it. You know, and here it is here. Qlump said it earlier on. Gary's mod, last night when they checked, had 17,000 players according to Steam. In 2023, 17k active players. And he says no one uses it anymore. People use it regularly. Gary's mod is a very versatile tool. You can do all sorts of different things with it. That's bullshit. I fucking used Gary's mod to fucking make some of his fucking content back in the fucking day when he started fucking, you know, even fucking, so yeah, like, a lot of content creators use fucking Gary's mod for, you know, for a variety, for either to play games, you know, you can have a whole bunch of different custom games on that fucking thing, or you can fucking use it to even fucking do, you know, your own little shows. It's a very powerful, versatile tool. It is an old tool as well, but it is very popular to use with a lot of people for a variety of different reasons. It's just, and Phil's fucking mocking the fucking game because, you know, he hadn't heard of it and he wasn't that aware of it.
2013. This wasn't the prominent time for Gary's mod when it was white hot popular. This was years and years and years later, after it wasn't popular anymore. What it is the directors of MagFest were basically a good old boys club. If at the time you were seen as something prominent or friendly with the staff or they liked you and your content, they would have you at the event.
So they didn't fucking like you. There's your fucking answer then, Phil. They weren't a fan of you as a person, I guess. Or maybe as a content creator, who fucking knows, but they just clearly weren't that fucking impressed with you and they didn't want you fucking back. But they weren't mean enough to fucking tell you that, so they try to blow smoke up your ass and saying, yeah, you can't get back, not everyone gets fucking back.
Money,
take a hint.
Yeah, money,
Dance, you piggy bastard.
money, yeah.
Damn it. There you go.
Money.
Thank you very much to Logan K for the super chat. He says they clearly didn't want him there, and they were trying to be play about it. Another example of him missing basic social cues. Exactly. Right as I was saying that as well. Thank you very much. Exactly. Phil just couldn't fucking handle being rejected, and he had his bizarre notions of oh, there were millions of people there at the standing room only. There were rows of people standing in the back of the fucking... He is fucking deluded as all hell. I love how he encourages his audience to try and find the fucking clip, and then he fucking tells them afterwards they had fucking hundreds of people in that room. watching him standing room only, people waiting outside, desperate to fucking get in to fucking catch DSP's panel. He's a delusional fucking idiot.
As something prominent or friendly with the staff, or they liked you and your content, they would have you at the event. But the moment that you were no longer prominent, that was it. Even if you had a track record of history with them where you brought them...
bugging me, that fellow's going live already. Let's just pause that little bastard and keep watching this, because I want to keep watching this and build up some speed up juice. Cheers D-Dog for letting us know that fellow's going live.
Business and everything, they didn't care. So basically what had happened was the year before, all right, these guys who ran MagFest had liked my content, but in that year that This Is How You Don't Play become popular, basically they saw me as a laughingstock. And because of that, they thought anything is better than Darkside Phil.
There is no evidence whatsoever that tells us that the people that are responsible for running MagFest had watched This Is How You Don't Play. Phil's assuming that he somehow fucking watched it, but Phil's blaming This Is How You Don't Play for him not getting an invite back to MagFest, but there's no evidence out there whatsoever goddamn fucking ever for these fucking... You know, this is just Phil jumping to wild conclusions and kind of making up his own basic conspiracy theories. Evil Age has somehow fucking got his fucking This Is How You Don't Play watched by every single person on the planet related to video games. Like, this is How You Don't Play done quite well. It fucking blew up in numbers. And yes, like, one of them's got like 1 million views or whatever, but that doesn't mean that every single fucking gaming content person has ever watched a goddamn thing, Phil. You are just fucking making excuses for the sake of making excuses.
Serious. So I'd like campaign for like 2-3 straight weeks, kept bugging them about it, and eventually they were...
What do you mean they fucking campaign? They didn't want you there. They made that crystal fucking clear. They said thanks but no thanks. I knew you wouldn't fucking let go. I had to fucking campaign. This is their fucking event. You had no right to demand a spot when it's up to them to decide who they want on their fucking... to have a panel at their fucking show, their event. Oh my god.
We're gonna allow me to be there at like 3 in the morning. I'm not kidding. 3 a.m. panel for Darkside Phil if he wants to have a...
They offered him a panel after all, a 3 a.m. panel apparently. That to me sounds sus as fuck. Like, I'm pretty sure these events aren't fucking 24 goddamn hours long, so why in the absolute fuck would they offer him a 3 a.m. panel event? That seems strange to me, but I don't know. It just seems like Phil's making all sorts of excuses or whatever bullshit, you know. But hey, they actually offered him something in the end, and Phil says that's not good enough. The entitlement grows stronger, more and more. They actually fucking gave him a pity fucking panel spot, and Phil said, no, I want something better.
A panel for his fans. So, I basically told him, no, I'm not going to waste my time on you. And, you know, that's very disrespectful. You know, that I...
Disrespectful? They didn't... They fucking were as nice as possible to say, look, we're not, you know, not everyone can get an invite back. They tried to be as polite as possible to you, but you couldn't accept the fucking hint, Phil. This is all on you.
You know, brought them business the year before, and I saw how it was now. And again, they had no valid way to justify that they had panels for other YouTubers of similar stature and prominence as me, but they got panels, but I didn't, even though I...
What about the fucking people that missed out when the year you were there? What about all the content creators that were, you know, perhaps bigger than you were, but never got a fucking panel at the fucking, you know, MagFest that year because you were there instead? I didn't fucking hear of any of them fucking bitching and whining and moaning to their audience about Phil Burnell getting a panel and they didn't. You're the only person that fucking gets salty about this fucking kind of shit, Phil.
Before them, they got the panel and I didn't, and they had entire panels dedicated to shit like mods on fucking Gary's mod panel. Dude, it's Gary's mod. All it's gonna do, people talking about their Gary's mods. That's more important than like a YouTuber who wants to bring in hundreds and hundreds of his viewers and fans to come, you know, meet me, do Q&A and everything. It was bullshit, basically. It was because these people didn't like me anymore because This Is How You Don't Play had made a joke out of me. So they didn't want to have me at their event as a panelist because they thought that, you know, people would laugh about why did you have Darkside Phil there when everyone makes fun of him on YouTube now, you see? But anyway, I just thought it was funny because, like, I didn't even know what Gary's mod was. And I started doing research into it. And I was like, I get it, but you want to talk about niche? Like, that's a niche modding community on PC. There's nothing wrong with it. But the panel that I would have brought to MagFest would have absolutely had more attendees and more any kind of attention than a Gary's mod panel in 2013 would have. They just didn't care. It was what they liked.
You know what? I need to do something. I need to check something here. I don't know if it exists, but I'm very curious. Let me just look for something very quickly. Gary's mod MagFest. I wonder, does such a thing exist? I don't think it does. I was hoping for a video from MagFest where they were there that year to see how the fucking crowd was, but I don't think anyone filmed it. I don't think it exists. I'm looking for it, but I don't believe it exists. Yeah, yeah, that was always gonna be a tough fucking thing to find. A bit of niche thing to find, I guess, you know what I mean? But yeah, Phil just cannot fucking handle the fact that he wasn't invited back, and he blames evil AJ for this.
Liked the Game Grumps that year. They liked Two Best Friends Play. They liked Gary's mods. Everything they like is at their event, and they didn't give a shit about me and John or any of our fans or anything like that.
What did I fucking tell you? What, they didn't fucking like you that fucking much. And whose fault was that, Phil? It's not their fucking fault. You can't force people to fucking like you. You're trying your best to force people to fucking like you, but it's not their fucking fault. It's your fault.
So I told him nah, and we never attended again, didn't give a crap, you know. That was actually the end for me.
Then I told him nah, we never attended again, didn't give a crap. Phil, you clearly did give a fucking crap. You tried your best to fucking force your way into that fucking panel and to get a fucking main panel again. They said, no thanks, and you couldn't fucking handle it.
Because basically what I saw was, if that's the case and that's how I'm going to be treated, then that's just going to continue. So why even bother trying to get into conventions and things in the future if that's what was going to happen? You know, and it's funny because to this day, people say things like, oh, this is how you don't play. Is not why people don't like you. No, it is. That was the beginning. That whole this is how you don't play, even if it wasn't intended to be malicious or destroy a career or anything like that. That's literally exactly what it did. It was 100% what destroyed my reputation. Instead of people laughing at me, or excuse me, instead of people laughing with me, they were now laughing at me. It was more fun to deride Phil and make him embarrass Phil and make him look stupid or old or bad than to actually enjoy his content anymore. And that really was the flip for me, was that all of a sudden within 1 year, I went from Mr. Prominent to no one is seeking you for anything. You can't even get a panel at like a fucking game convention. Nothing. Like what? That was just crazy to me. So, yeah, but anyway, that's the only association I've ever had or known anything about Gary's mod. I just figured I'd bring a little bit of personal spin to it, okay? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for watching.
Oh, shut the fuck up. There's still another 2 minutes to fucking go. How's 2 more minutes to fucking go in this? How could it be fucking 2 more minutes? Is it actually fucking the thing we just watched earlier on from, like, Mr. Stuff? Where he bitches and whines and moans about fucking people making fun of him?
Play, you will get some, okay? A $4.20 tip from Adam. Great React Day, lots of fun. Thank you, man. You're welcome, Adam. For Spider-Man 2, more Mario, and peace out.
I guess it just fucking included the whole outro thing for that particular clip. Fucking, you know, so yeah, Phil, delusions of grandeur massively about that fucking shit. Jesus Christ. Fuck it. So bingo. It's time for bingo. It's time fucking bingo. Jesus, I cannot fucking believe that he blames everyone but himself. It's Gary's mod's fault. It's This Is How You Don't Play's fault. It's fuck off. It's your fault, Phil. You know, it's nobody's fucking fault that, you know, they don't like you. You can't force people to fucking like you, especially on YouTube. People will like what they want to fucking like. You can't demand from someone else to fucking get your own fucking panel. Just Jesus fucking Christ. In case people missed the start of the fucking stream, I want to play this one more time. It's only 2 minutes long. And it's not even that, it's like a minute long. This is Phil's words about how successful his fucking Magfest panel was, compared to what actually fucking happened. The top left is current day Phil, in that wee box. And what you're seeing in the video is, I think it's on Phil's channel. And this is actually showing what fucking happened.
It's the $6 in tips, ignoring the stupid tip from earlier. Okay. If you want to know, it's hilarious. It's called Revisionist history. Why am I ignoring it? The person who's going to argue with me about my panel at MagFest 2012, they're going to tell me that I had a relatively small panel with a mixed reaction, and that's why MagFest didn't invite me back.
I wouldn't call that relatively small, to be fair. I mean, it's not a fucking packed room like Phil says it is, but I'd say it's about half full, I guess, maybe a third full. Half full's fucking generous. I'd say it's like a third full. Eat at that, you know. But no, it's not half full, because maybe a third of the fucking room's full, and the entire back section empty in the back.
Interesting. Even though it was standing room only, there were people in the back of the room who had to stand up for 2 rows because there was not enough room for people to stand or to sit in the room.
Wow, look at all those people standing at the back of the fucking room, guys. Look, there are rows and rows and rows of empty fucking chairs. That it was not standing room only.
And there were people waiting outside of the room.
But Phil saw this guy. So this guy looks like he works for the fucking convention, right? He's fucking working for the fucking event. So one person was standing up, fucking doing his job, and Phil saw that from where he sat, I guess, and thought to himself, "It's standing room only. Look, he can't find a seat." This person can't find a seat, so it's clearly standing room only. Oh my fucking god, Phil. Jesus Christ. Is that why he thinks it was standing room only? Because it's all one person standing up doing his job? Jesus fucking Christ, man.
For an hour before we started, that was a relatively small panel. Idiot. That's why I ignored stupidity, just so you know. But it's called revisionist history. It's when people like you, everyone believes you, and everyone, you know, likes you, and they'll say good things about you. And when idiots on the internet hate you, they will literally do anything they can to discredit every single positive thing you could ever say about yourself. No, there actually was a time when I was a popular YouTuber, and people wanted to go to conventions and meet me and sign and get autographs signed and take pictures and attend a panel and do all kinds of stuff with me. Maybe not today, but that did actually happen over a decade ago. You're just an idiot if you don't believe that. You're a fucking moron.
The sheer bitterness and ridiculous fucking delusions of believing he was like fucking some massive thing back in the fucking day. Unreal. Before we even begin bingo properly, I saw this from Super Chuffer on Twitter and I thought it was worth a share. It's 8 seconds long. DSP gets a shout out from Asmongold.
We have a road versus hunter. Looks like he accidentally fapped there. Unfortunate timing. I
just
don't
like
know if they're gonna be able
DSP.
to wait out 2 minutes.
I just like how Asmongold like thought about me not saying it and then just kind of burst out from him, just like DSP. Just like DSP. So yeah, that was a unexpected random shout out from Asmongold towards DSP. Not in the way I would have liked though, I imagine. Anyway, let's just fucking crack on with the bingo, shall we guys, and get all set up. And I mean, actually need to get the thing, you know, started. And there we go, we have the bingo card here. So, I need a number. Anyone in the chat, please give my number. Just any number at all, any number in the entire world. It can be as big or small as you want. Ulf the Arbalist was the first number in chat I saw who said 56. Thank you very much. So we're going to enter 56 into here. It'll generate a bingo card. And there we go, the 56th bingo card. The Prophet says he was first. To me, Ulf the Arbalist was first. So get it, didn't you? Unlucky Prophet. I'm actually surprised Prophet didn't say 69. Is that the real Prophet? Because his number was not 69. But yeah, we're going with Ulf the Arbalist's number who said 56. And the card we have for today looks like the following. We've got Phil to say, dude, here's the thing, fun, okay, and new games. Then you got him to say reality, you know what I mean? Him being on clown mode, him saying wrong, and him touching his eye. The third row is Phil saying on demand, meaningful, him discussing his money worries, him saying sister channel, and time. The fourth row is Phil saying content, him pointing at the camera, him repeating the same point constantly, him making a weird noise, and him touching his face. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying business, shocked, positive, oh, and finally, tired. So there we go. So yeah, that's today's bingo card. I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, let's go over briefly the kind of things we have going for bingo. So the aim of the game for today's bingo, of course, is to try and get 25 out of 25 on the bingo card you see on screen before you. And there's a variety of ways we can get a full house for a bingo card. For example, if Phil says, if Phil snorts 20 times or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that gives us a free space. If he gets 100 likes from his audience and blows bubbles for him before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will give us a free space. If we get 100 likes on this very bingo stream right here before I finish playing bingo, not only does that give us a free space as well, but it also means you guys get to watch the amazing bubbles animation that Pixar Animation so very kindly made for us all to enjoy to celebrate hitting 100 likes. So there's one direct way you guys are in control of getting a free space for the card, and it means liking the stream. Hitting 100 means a free space as well as seeing that bubbles animation. And of course, you know, if we do get a full house 25 out of 25 on this bingo card, one of you guys can potentially win a prize. And thanks to the previous winner, Yiggity Yig, the prize fund is $50. But to make sure you're eligible to win a bingo prize, if we do get a full house, you've got to make sure you let a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. So, I think I've covered all the bases, and I think we're ready to go. And let's see if Phil actually has a long intro today, or a short one. It's a long intro. So it's a long intro from Phil today, so let's just fast forward some more until we begin the thing. Here we go. So we can start off pretty much right from fucking here, fantastic stuff. And I'm going to go straight to 1.25 speed as well, because ain't nobody got time for Phil's nonsense bullshit. So I think I covered all the bases. Here we fucking go. Good luck everyone. Fingers crossed we can get a full house to start off a week in style.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to show. How are you all this morning? I hope you're doing well. Hopefully better than me. No exaggeration. Mere moments before I appeared on camera, I was very powerfully blowing my nose and trying to clear out my sinuses. Seems like every time that I do, they just refill. Yuck. It's the residual symptom crap of a bad cold. And it's still going on. You know, I haven't taken any medication now. I want to say since, like, Friday. Might have been Thursday, but I think it was Friday. And, you know, although I am definitely feeling much better than I was last week. It's funny because a week ago today was the day when I first had a whole day off from streaming, just basically in bed all day, unconscious, delirious, with insane fever and pounding head and all of that. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And here I am a week later.
Was that a fucking burpee stuck in there?
Yeah, it was...
Right there, that fucking strange fucking croak. That was bizarre.
Pain, fever, and pounding head and all of that. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And here I am a week later. And although I'm back into the swing of things streaming, these symptoms persist, and they're pretty bad. So, it is what it is, and again, I apologize. Another day here today, where likely you're going to hear me blowing my nose constantly, clearing my sinuses, doing disgusting things. Nothing I can do about it. I predict, no exaggeration, the rate it's going, I predict another week of symptoms. Seriously. Like, this was such a bad cold that I predict it'll be like a whole other week until this stuff is hopefully out of my system, you know? Anyway, that being said, I welcome you all here to the Level 1 Podcast. Today is Monday, the 6th of November, 2023. Get this sucker on. I gotta get used to getting the sign on every morning because I forget half the time. And today, on today's podcast, we're gonna do something a little different. Something that was planned since basically late summer. Today, we are gonna dive into your suggestions. That's right. We have a suggestions box that was open over the month of October.
Oh, Jesus, this is going to be fucking good. The suggestion box, I forgot about that. Also, it's a camera point. There we go.
And you guys dumped a bunch of suggestions in there for improvement. And what we're going to do today, for the first time, is we are going to go into that box and review said suggestions. And we're going to see what you guys have said. It would be something that could be, you know, improvements to the streams and content. And listen, here's the thing. First of all, I apologize again. I know that's really disgusting. It's bothering me too. I know.
We need to hear that snort one more time. That's a fucking all-time classic right there.
It would be something that could be, you know, improvements to the streams and content.
So hold on. Let's just make sure we emphasise the crap out of this particular snort. So let's just go back to normal speed.
And listen, here's the thing.
Jesus, man. Even at normal speed, fuck me. That was a hefty fucking meaty one.
Improvements to the streams and content. And listen, here's the thing.
So I will go. I'm going to play it one more time only, and I'll be done with it. Okay, one more time. One more time, and I'll be done with it. There you go. Oh, I should feel bad for that, and yet I don't, because I'm an evil bastard. What can I say? Okay, no more. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to move on, but yes, that was an absolutely meaty snort.
First of all, I apologize again. I know that's really disgusting. It's bothering me too. I know that tons of people like the content and want to see it improve. And you all have different ideas for how that can be done. And that's what the suggestion box is for, is to get an avenue by which you can suggest those things so I can review them. Now, you have to understand, I'm a lot more open today than I ever was before to suggestions and criticism. However, I simply put cannot implement every single thing that someone suggests. A lot of the times, even though it might be well-intended, there's just no way that it's viable or realistic, okay? In addition, sometimes there's people who want something, and even though we can't do it immediately, maybe we can do it down the line, but then they get disappointed because we didn't do it immediately, okay? So you have to understand that the whole point of having a suggestions box that now we're going to begin to review on these podcasts is to take in your feedback for improvement, to consider things that maybe I've never considered before, whether it's just tweaks to my setup, whether it's games to play, whether it's events to hold, whether it's a difference in the way that I stream, however it could be or what it could be, right? I'm open to your feedback. I want your feedback, all right? So we're going to start with that this morning, after our usual, you know, going through the schedule and stuff like that. In reality, there's not that much else to do today. We don't have any game news today. Schedule-wise, things haven't really changed. I just want to, excuse me, do a brief update on the React show. And an update on the React channel, because basically what I was dreading was going to happen did happen this morning, but it's not the end of the world. I just want to let everyone be aware of what's going on with DSP Reacts.
We probably lost a bunch of members across on DSP Reacts.
We'll talk, okay? So we got a few things to talk about today, but I think the suggestion box will be the meat of it. And then, of course, for the next 3 days, full-time gaming. No more breaking it up with problems of me being sick or the React show, but instead, all new releases non-stop for the next 3 days as we make a big push to get into the end game of all the games I'm playing. If you take a look, Alan Wake 2,
what did you say, new games?
Push to get into the end game of all the games I'm playing. If you take a look,
I didn't say new games, I just said games, so much.
Look, Alan Wake 2, I'm like 17 or 19 hours in. Hold on. I am 17 hours in. Spider-Man 2, I'm 18 hours in. Mario Wonder, I'm 12 hours in. And if you judge versus, how long the games are, we're about 2/3 through every single game I'm playing. Okay? So, focusing on these games for the next few days, okay? We're going to see how far we can get. And,
Jesus Christ. Even at 1.25 speed, that sounded incredible. No, hold on. People don't understand. We don't get many snorts like this these days. Oh, did Phil say new releases? If Phil said new releases, I'll count that as new games for sure. There we go. I'll definitely count new releases and new games. But god damn, that snort was like fucking earth shaking. I know people don't like the snorts, but we don't get these too often anymore. Phil, like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, used to snort like absolutely crazy and it would shake your headphones when you fucking heard it. These days, it doesn't happen like that anymore. Larry Longballs, please don't, I'm a leave. Look, Larry, I need to do it once, and I need to do it in slow motion, because that one was an incredible snort for the ages. How about this? How about you mute for 30 seconds, and by that time it'll be done. How's that? Is that a fair compromise? I feel like Larry says I don't need to. I feel like I do kind of need to, because that was an I feel bad now. Fuck it, we won't do it. We won't do it. I feel bad, I don't do it. Too many people are saying please don't. I'm not going to make people suffer. We're just going to crack on. But yeah, if not long into Phil's podcast, he had one of the beefiest snorts of all time.
okay, we're going to see how far we can get.
That was I didn't realise I'd rewound it. I forgot I've rewound it. Technically, you've shared it again. I did not mean to share it again. I thought I was past it. I forgot I rewound. I am sorry. I did not mean that. Please believe me. I thought I was past it. I didn't mean that. I swear I thought I was past it. I forgot I rewound it.
And excuse me. And we're going to see if we can get near the end of some of these games, because we have double new releases coming out this Friday with Like a Dragon Gaiden, as well as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I know you guys want to see those games. The way I see it, we should not jump into Like a Dragon Gaiden until we've at least wrapped up one of the ongoing playthroughs I'm doing right now. I don't see how that would fit into the schedule. Why have 3 narrative-based games going at once? I don't think that's going to work. And we'll see. But Call of Duty, we absolutely could jump into. It's just multiplayer fun, and I think that could be good variety for the content. So let's see. All right, but anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Let's recap how yesterday went, in the streaming, and then I have something to say about DSP Reacts, and we'll move to the schedule, and then we'll get to the suggestion box. Okay, cool. Okay. So here's the deal. Yesterday we did a makeup day for DSP versus the Internet. That's my weekly React show where I watch clips as suggested by the members over on my sister channel, DSP React. This is an ongoing weekly show I've been doing every single week since February. This was episode 37, okay, without missing a week. Well, guess what? We missed a week because I was sick. So we finally had an interruption to the show, and because I missed so much time streaming, there was no time to make up the show. Like, if I missed 1 or 2 days streaming, big deal. I would have just done the show in the middle of the week, and we would have had another show on Sunday. But sadly, I missed almost a week of streaming, and there was just no way to fit in a show and then do another show back to back. It wasn't going to work. So we did the makeup show, and the makeup show was a lot of horror-themed content. We had short stories, supposed footage of real ghosts, horror video game, Easter eggs and things like that. It was good, and in a lot of ways, I would say, even though it definitely felt late, it definitely didn't feel like a waste of time, because we didn't get to say goodbye to horror, because we didn't have the Halloween marathon, right? If we had done the Halloween marathon already, and we were doing more horror after that, it would have been like, this is too much. But we kind of didn't have closure to October, because I was sick. So actually,
you fucking have closure to fucking October. Everyone got closure to October. It's called going into a new month called November. The whole entire planet got fucking closure to October.
Doing this yesterday kind of felt like closure to October, which was nice. And now I feel like starting today, I feel like we are now full-fledged moving into this busy holiday season of American Thanksgiving, right? The Black Friday shopping season, the holidays with all that entails. It's decorations, it's music, it's Christmas specials, it's food, it's family, and all the festivities, right? Now we can focus on that, which is great. No more lingering things from October, okay? And that goes hand in hand with us focusing on the games we're focusing on and trying to wrap them up in the next week so we can move on to other games as well. So it was good. It certainly wasn't, you know, super pertinent, but at the same time, I still enjoyed doing some last minute kind of horror spooky stuff with you guys. Thanks to everyone who was patient. For those of you who are channel members on DSP Reacts, remained channel members and understood what happened, thank you for that. All right. However, now we got to get to the subject at hand.
Here we go.
Okay.
The big
Overnight, between yesterday when I did the show and this morning, I lost a ton of memberships on the channel.
Get fucked, you dumb fucking pig. What do you think was going to fucking happen?
A ton. Okay. It's not just like a few. It's like I added it up, and it was like it amounted to hundreds of dollars. Let's put it that way.
Phil, why don't you just fucking tell us how many members you've got? It tells you on your fucking dashboard how many members you fucking have. You just fucking go to the section, it tells you all your members. It gives you a fucking number. Just, it amounts to hundreds of fucking dollars. So, in that regard, it means Phil's lost 30 plus members then, I imagine? At least. If not more.
And there's a problem with that. And the problem with that is, that channel, as I've explained to you guys, okay, is only viable because it's funded by memberships, okay? The content I put out on DSP Reacts is not content that I get to monetize and make money after the fact on ad revenue.
You make money doing the fucking content, not by live streaming, Phil. You live stream the fucking content, which means you fucking make money that way, which is what most of your content, you make money via live streaming. You have told us time and time and time again that the fucking ad revenue on YouTube is fucking minimal and barely makes up anything. And yet, here you are, fucking saying I don't get ad revenue in this fucking channel and it hurts me. Yeah, I'm going to take off Money Worries. Money Worries definitely gets fucking ticked off because Phil is fucking clearly, you know, direct correlation between him talking about his fucking members and him fucking talking about money and being lost. So Money Worries absolutely gets fucking ticked off for that. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, it's like, well, if people don't want to you can't force people to be a fucking member. If they're leaving for that fucking reason. They don't want to fucking give you $4 to fucking become a member themselves. But fucking who for you? Or whatever. You've got to fucking do something with it. This is your fucking thing to work out. This is not the audience's fucking problem. This is a you problem. For you to try and entice that audience, why do you want to become a member? What is in it for them to become a fucking member?
Those videos either get claimed or revenue shared or outright revenue blocked because I'm watching content from other people. Okay? Again, apologies for this stupid post-nasal jam. So, the only reason that DSP Reacts is a profitable project and has been all year is because people show up to the streams, support the streams I do on the channel via super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips, and because they become members outside of that to suggest the videos for the show every week, okay? So, here's what happened. I didn't do the show for a week because I was so sick. There was nothing I could do about it. I wanted to be here. I wanted to do the show. There was nothing I could do. All right, I apologize. I hate being powerless. I hate being in a situation when I can't do the right thing because the right thing isn't viable because I was so sick. All right, so we did the show. It's all good. And then this morning, I checked the channel because last night I actually posted up the threads on DSP React and said, hey guys, next week's React show is now in effect. It'll be next Sunday. And this one I'm hoping we'll have Thanksgiving theme. We'll talk about, you know, hopefully Thanksgiving foods and traditions and things like that. The Black Friday shopping season with retail and stuff like that. And of course, the holiday season. I'm sure people will start to want to talk about Christmas. So I'm excited to see what next week's show will bring and what clips people will nominate. Said, please post up your nominations. I did that last night. And then this morning, I checked in YouTube Studio to approve everyone's comment. And I was like, oh shit. We lost a ton of memberships. A ton. Like I said, it was hundreds of dollars worth of revenue the channel overnight erased. Okay? So.
Lol. I have a perfect sound clip just for that scenario.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
If you like the React content, all right? If you want to see it continue, if you like the weekly React show, if you like the fact that I've been putting in effort to do reviews for you, which I'm planning on doing a new one within the next couple of days of season 1 of Invincible, and then to start watching Invincible and reviewing those episodes every week, plus starting to watch like holiday-themed movies and specials and reviewing those for you as well. If you like that content, if you like long-form Reacts, for example, at the end of this month is the Ad Apocalypse 2.0, which we've talked about, but just to reiterate, at the end of the month, there will be a marathon on DSP Reacts of me watching advertisements.
What in the absolute fuck is this fucking thumbnail monstrosity we are seeing before us? Like, hold on. What in the hell is that? What the crap is this crap? And yeah, I counted the snort. I fucking I added one to the snort counter for that reverse snort right before I revealed this fucking shit. But yeah, what in the crap is this nonsense? It looks like he kind of stole my fucking theme a wee bit here with a fucking. Yeah, I've kind of got a similar background in my fucking my stream with the background. You know, the kind of retro. I guess it's not a fucking exclusive sort of fucking background. You know, with the whole kind of futuristic kind of feel with the grid lines and all that shit. But yeah, I feel a little bit fucking robbed here a little bit, you know? Someone taking creative fucking liberty here with the fucking... I say that, but yeah, it's just... I mean, my old bingo background, like, my old bingo background was basically almost exactly that. You can't see the similarities there. You see that similarity? This is the old bingo background compared to what Phil has on his fucking shit here. Like, if you go... That's Phil's background there. You know, with this fucking crappy thumbnail here. And this is the old bingo background here. Quite a striking similarity there in that regard. You can minus the fucking houses or whatever. But yeah, it's just, Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, I mean, to be fair though, so many people can't use that same kind of thing though. The kind of same kind of background. So yeah, it's just generic fucking background. Who is this meant to be? This character? Does anyone know, like, who this is? Like, whose head has been removed and been replaced by Phil? I don't even know. Oh, it's Apocalypse from X-Men, so that's why Apocalypse. Thank you, Sokorev Pune, for educating me. There we go. So there we go. So the theme, the fucking matches the fucking theme, Apocalypse from X-Men, Apocalypse too. Oh yes, that's clever for a dent. There we go. Anyway, back to the fucking bingo.
That you guys are currently nominating. If you like that, if you like all this content, please support DSP React. Please head over there and become a channel member, or give some memberships to your fellow viewer. Now, of course, you can't really do that unless there's a live stream, and there's no live stream set up there right now. I could set it up during the course of the week for next week, or you just wait till next week's show and maybe do it during the live show. So, if you could, please support that channel, all right? It would be great if you could, all right? Thank you in advance to anyone who does support that channel, but I am concerned, and I was afraid this was going to happen, that literally I missed one show, and a bunch of people now are not going to re-up their membership because they missed out on 1 week. And oh, forget it, right? It's just crazy that the entire support of that channel hinges on me being able to do the show every week. And if I can't do it one single week because I'm sick, that this is what happens. But this is exactly what I was afraid of.
That sounds like a very stable business model then, Phil. Doesn't sound like a very fucking good system to have in place for your own fucking business.
All right, maybe we will have a rallying next weekend. Maybe when the show is a new season. I feel like it's a new season. We're out of the horror season. We're heading into the holiday season. Maybe people will start to feel generous and support the channel again. That would be great. Okay? So.
Good God almighty. I cannot ignore these snorts. We need to revisit that one. We need to. That was... That fucking made my ears tickle. Holy crap. I'm not going to slow-mo it. I'm only going to the normal speed. We're at 1.25 speed, remember. We need to experience that.
Start to feel generous and support the channel again. That would be great. Okay?
Oh, you know what? Screw it. Slow-mo. Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? Let's go as slow as possible. People are fucking bailing. Good fucking God almighty. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ, man. It is impressive and yet disgusting at the same time. Back to 1.25 speed.
And maybe people will start to feel generous and support the channel again. That would be great. Okay? So, I just had to bring it up, because yes, it is definitely affecting things in a big way right now. I've loved doing the React content for you this year. I
am not going to pause for any more snorts, by the way. I'm not going to... Look, he's going to keep fucking doing this all stream long. And we can't just fucking keep pausing, rewinding, and fucking playing it in slow motion. He's going to be doing this constantly, and I'm not going to do it again, okay? We've done it a couple of times, we stopped a couple of times, we fucking went slow-mo a couple of times, but yeah, these snorts are going to be quite common, I think, today. So, we're just going to roll with it and crack on.
I love the tier makers, I love the reviews, I love the weekly React show, I love the big long-form React events. It's very fun, it breaks up my content, and it makes it feel very different, correct? It does, instead of just being gameplay. Me breaking up what I do into variety has worked. In fact, this is one of the big suggestions you guys gave me. Talk about the suggestions box, right? React content is one of the suggestions you've given me over the years that I should start doing. I diversified myself this year, and I've enjoyed doing it. all right? But I need your support to keep it rolling. It's not like this channel where it's just kind of natural that people come and support the playthroughs. Over there, it is a different thing. It's a different entity entirely. So please check it out. Please give it a look. It's youtube.com/@DSPReacts. Give the content a look. If you like it, please consider becoming a member and supporting that channel. Okay? All right. So the React show went well yesterday. And then last night we did Spider-Man 2 for 2 hours. And thankfully, I got to play with Peter Parker's symbiote suit pretty much almost the entirety of the night. And the symbiote suit is absolutely great. It's very powerful. It's got some cool special abilities that we unlocked over the course of the stream that I had a good time with.
So yeah, you want to see how Phil did last night playing Spider-Man 2? $22. Phil made $22 playing Spider-Man 2. In terms of the React show, on paper, you think the React show done quite well for him. $67 for a React show, that's not fucking bad. However, he started the fucking show on $60. He had a $60 podcast. The React show made him $7. And then Spider-Man later on got him $22 fucking dollars. Phil's most successful fucking stream essentially was the fucking the podcast. Because that was a separate fucking stream. So yeah, the podcast itself was the most successful fucking money-making venture Phil had all night long. And yeah, 3 night streams in the red, 1 in signs. So what are we doing? A good point there. 3 night streams, all in the red. Uh-oh. Indeed, yeah, Phil was going to be bricking himself. Because keep in mind, Phil had this kind of week before. You know, it was fucking shit, it all went wrong for him massively and the internet went down. And then he was off because he was a sick boy. And since he came back from being a sick boy, he's done not bad in general. It's quite amazing, these 2 fucking streams here had the same amount of money both days in a row. But yeah, yesterday was not a great day for DSP. And worse still, he's playing Super Mario as a night stream, which is going to be fucking that's another red stream if ever I saw it. He is not going to make over $50 in the fucking night stream of Mario. He got $13 the last time he fucking played it. So yeah, yeah. I'm about to wait and see it. I might be wrong, but Mario has not done very well for him at all lately, and he has made that loud and clear.
Oh, and in my opinion, the game picked up and is actually really good. I can't wait to play it more tomorrow when we play it tomorrow night on the late stream. Okay? Cool. So that is the day of yesterday, how it went, and now today we're back into full-time gaming. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week.
I need to fucking... That was the day of yesterday for how that went. That's a fucking dumbass way of saying that's how yesterday went. That was the day of yesterday. Just, I mean, English, motherfucker. Speak it normally.
Okay.
I know there's an irony of me... The irony of me, a Scotsman that butchers the English language on a regular basis, telling someone else to speak English properly. I know, strange, but yeah, fucking just go with it.
Cool. So, that is the day of yesterday, how it went. And now today we're back into full-time gaming. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. Today, the continuation of Alan Wake 2. We go back into Alan Wake's story again for the second straight stream. And this time around, rather than a haunted hotel, we're going to a haunted movie theater. Alright, so that'll be interesting to see how movie-themed stuff is going to affect the plot and the exploration and the enemies we fight and things like that. The game is still great. I love the plot. It keeps me on the edge of my seat trying to figure out what's going on in the plot. And I can't wait for more today, so I hope you guys are ready for some Alan Wake fun. And then on the late stream tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it's a continuation of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. We are going to finish up World 5 and likely head into World 6 tonight, which is the final major world of the game. So I hope you'll join me for that. The game remains at a high level. It's fun, it's creative, it's interesting, it's quirky, it's full of laughs and full of challenge. So I'm having a great time with it. I am still 100%ing it. We're all the way in World 5, and I've still 100%ed every single stage, every single challenge we've come across. I've 100%ed so far. I'm hoping to fully 100% the game if possible. So, good stuff, and hopefully you'll join me tonight for that on the late stream, okay? Also, day 2 of all our clocks being changed here in the United States. I don't know if you guys noticed, my stream started an hour later. I did notice some people being around on the earlier side by accident, and I hope that they come back at the hour later. It is what it is, but now we will have these clock changes in effect all the way until March, okay? Tomorrow, Tuesday, will be more Alan Wake 2 on the first stream, and the late stream tomorrow night will be Spider-Man 2, okay? Wednesday is currently up in the air. What I'm thinking we should do is again do another stream of Alan Wake 2 and see how far we are. Perhaps by then we'll be nearing the end of the game, and then the late stream could either be Spider-Man 2 or Mario. I really don't mind either. Like, I think either would be great. Maybe see what you guys want, see what you're craving more of or whatever, and go from there. I'm off from streaming on Thursday. Please, Lord, let it be a more restful and more normal Thursday than this last week was, because last week was a nightmare. Finally, I'll probably be going out and I'll be doing real grocery shopping at a grocery store this time rather than dealing with the delivery this year, or this week. Hopefully getting back to the swing of things of normality, okay? Friday, double new release day, but as I said, I don't see the point of us starting Like a Dragon Gaiden until we complete one of the 3 major games I'm playing right now. So I think what we'll do on the daytime stream on Friday, we'll play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and we'll do multiplayer the whole stream. 3 hours of zany multiplayer, all the maps unlocked. I absolutely loved the beta, so to be able to play the Modern Warfare 2 classic maps with a modern twist, plus everything fully unlocking and being treated normally like it should in the real game, should be pretty fun. So I think that should be a good time, and I hope you guys will join me for that Friday. Friday night will probably be either Spider-Man, excuse me, man. It'll probably be either Spider-Man or Alan Wake or Mario, depending. And what we'll do is the whole week, we'll balance Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Mario every once in a while, and Call of Duty multiplayer. That'll be the whole week balanced until we wrap up 1 to 2 of the older games, and then when that's done, then Like a Dragon Gaiden will be tossed into the mix. Okay? That just seems to make sense. I don't want to start Like a Dragon Gaiden on Friday, and when are we going to play it when I'm still playing 3 other games? It doesn't make sense. And I apologize. Obviously, the original plan was that I was supposed to have multiple games done by the end of this week, but it didn't happen because I was sick. I missed out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of streaming. 3 days, that's 6 streams, right? That I missed out on, and now I'm way behind because of it. Yes, it definitely sucks. I don't like being behind. I like being on top of all the new release games. And it's definitely sucking that I'm going to be behind now. There's nothing I can really do about it. But we're gonna do as best as we can, right? As best as you can. One person, can't clone myself, can't play. Certainly should not be playing longer hours right now. You know, of everything, the last thing I should do is overexert myself and get myself back to where I was sick again. You know, I've got to basically do as much as I can within a normal day and not go crazy here, because that's what like people are, do the Halloween marathon anyway. You've got to be crazy. Do you really think I should be completely draining my body and tiring myself out doing a day-long marathon when I was just that sick? Are you insane?
Tiring myself out. He just said tiring myself. I'm counting that as tired.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
That absolutely counts as fucking tired. Tiring myself out. Also, it says, oh, correct. It said, oh.
Burger.
There we go. We can take that as well. Fantastic. So, not a bad start to the card so far. And keep in mind, apparently the suggestion box fucking segment is fucking... Yeah. Basically, Phil has a lot of excuses as to why he can't do a lot of things he's been told to fucking try and do. So we're going to get a whole lot of fucking defense mode, essentially.
Draining my body and tiring myself out doing a day-long marathon when I was just that sick? Are you insane? Would you like to see me in the hospital? I don't think so. So... I
mean, depends who you fucking ask. So yeah, Ben Hacks says, I don't know, I think he did have COVID. I mean, he was certainly sick. I think it'd be quite fucking mean to suggest that Phil was not sick. He clearly was not well. For anyone that fucking saw what, you know, it was like, he clearly was not fucking well. But the fact is, though, most fucking people don't fucking make a huge song and dance about it like fucking Phil did. Phil's acting like he's fucking gone bankrupt again and he's got no goddamn money. He's fucking saying that the fucking DSP Reacts channel is basically is fucking on life support because he missed 1 weekend of streaming of it. And a bunch of members got lost. There's a whole lot of things been said by Phil here, which is like, you know, big fucking deal, bitch. But he is making it into a big, massive fucking, you know, part of his fucking begging segments by fucking reminding everyone once more that he was sick. How long is he going to fucking remind everyone that he was a sick boy and missed, you know, 7 or 8 streams? He's apparently getting better, and yet still he maintains, he keeps fucking reminding everyone, I was not well, I wasn't well, I was sick, I was, you know. Phil, just move the fuck on. We know you were sick, you're back now, you might entertain the fucking audience, instead you're fucking reminding them of all the things that happened to you in the fucking past.
That's what I mean. I gotta do as best I can, with the time I have and not go crazy and not overexert, because that's...
Actually, let me rewind that, because Phil might have said, you know what I mean.
Do you really think I should be completely draining my body and tiring myself out doing a day-long marathon when I was just that sick? Are you insane? Would you like to see me in the hospital? I don't think so. So, that's what I mean. I gotta do as best I can, with the time I have and not go crazy and not overexert, because that's just gonna backfire and make things even worse, okay? Alright, give me 1 second to blow my nose, and then we will continue.
He actually muted the microphone. Oh my god. He muted the microphone for blowing the nose. It's a miracle. It's an early Christmas miracle. Phil Burnell has shown consideration for his audience by muting his microphone for blowing his goddamn fucking nose. It's just, I can't believe he actually fucking did something nice for his audience for once. Keep in mind, he doesn't just have a regular fucking nose blow, he like fucking goes like ridiculously mental with it. Like he'll fucking like spend like almost a minute. Is he shaking the fucking tissue just fucking blew his nose into there? Hold on, I need to rewind that. What the shit? he's actually fucking shaking the goddamn tissue. Trying to fucking get all the fucking boogers off it or something. What the fuck is wrong with him? And still the wait goes on. For him to return to his fucking throne, so he can continue to fucking beg. But first, each nostril must be profusely blown.
Again, my apologies. It's disgusting. I hate doing it, but I have to do it or else I can't breathe to talk, so. Okay. So,
that'd be fucking tragic.
Oh, stupid nose. Itchy. Now my freaking face itches. Great. Okay, so that's the plan for the next week. I hope that sounds good. As I already stated, I'm probably going to try to squeeze in a review of Invincible Season 1 at some point this week by the end of my streaming week. If I get a chance to watch some of Invincible Season 2 and start reviewing that, I will. And I would like suggestions for things to starting review for this month. Alright, but I haven't had a chance to set that up yet, and I'm thinking maybe if I have a chance later today, I'm going to set up a suggestions thread on DSP Reacts, where the members, or just the viewers there, can post up stuff that they'd like to see me watch and review on that channel heading into Christmas time, okay? So there we go. Alright, so, I mean, that pretty much covers everything that I really had to talk about today. So what I would like to do is jump into the suggestions box.
Oh my
and let's
God.
see what it is that you guys have suggested
Here we go.
over the last month to month and a half.
Here we go.
And take a look. Alright, let's just do it. So let's do it. Let's jump in.
Oh my
and by the way, we'll
God.
probably do this for a little over half an hour, and then we'll get to shout-outs, and then we'll get to our usual opportunity for open Q&A and all of that. I don't want to do the entire show. The suggestion box is full of stuff. We can use this all month. Like, we can do this all the time on the podcast this month, okay? Okay. So.
Burger.
Alright, ready? So we're going to start right at the beginning. I'm actually going in order of submissions here. I remember during your playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Original last year, you said there's a possibility you would give Final Fantasy VIII another chance. I love your Final Fantasy playthroughs. I hope you'll do that eventually. And also play Final Fantasy XII because you never played it on stream. Yeah. Like, there's no response there. Yeah. One day I'd like to play 8. One day I'd like to play 12. When time permits. Thanks. Now that you have a mini gaming PC, I hope we'll have PC exclusives in rotation. For example, there's a 90s point-and-click adventure game that was called Toonstruck. It starred Christopher Lloyd as a cartoonist trapped in the world of his art. Kind of like Comic Zone on Genesis. Tim Curry voices the animated villain of the story. Okay. The game sounds familiar, but I've certainly never played it. And again, yeah, I would consider it. I do have a mini PC. It seemed to work well when I played Chrono Trigger, although we didn't get to use it for the Halloween Marathon and test it to see if that Phasmophobia, how it would run on there. You know, it kind of sucks because that was going to be like a good opportunity to actually test it and see. And we didn't get a chance to do anything, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, in the future, I would consider it, I guess. Again, these game suggestions, I get it. Okay, here's a game suggestion. Okay, sure, I guess. Like, I don't know how to respond to it. Obviously, we can't do it now. It's going to be based on requests in the future when we actually have downtime. And now is not the time for that, so I can't really say, yeah, let's play it right now. You know what I mean? Can we get a tips goal to do a 70s style half-open button-up shirt with Vaseline on your chest for $125? I do that all the time already. Play Baldur's Gate 3 when you're done with Starfield. I've already had 5 zillion people this year say that I should play Baldur's Gate 3. Listen, my apprehensions with Baldur's Gate 3 remain exactly the same as the first day when someone said I should play it. We already played Divinity Original Sin 2, and it didn't work, alright? And it's the same style of game. It's not identical, but it's the same style of game. It's a RPG with insane amounts of narrative, slow-paced, right? The combat is slow-paced. You know, and as much as you guys feel like an immersive RPG would make a great playthrough, alright, I look at it and I'm like, you can tell this is the kind of game made for a very dedicated gamer who's going to sit around playing that game nearly non-stop for a month on end, immersing themselves in the world. This game, I don't know how that game would work with my schedule. I'm a variety streamer. I don't just play one game constantly. I play 3-4 games. I have multiplayer games in the mix. I juggle everything around so that there's variety and there's a little something for everyone. With Divinity Original Sin 2, we played 60 hours into the game, and even people who love the game told me to stop playing it. That it was so boring at that point because I wasn't having enough time to dedicate to play it.
What does that fucking tell you about the fucking game? If people who love the fucking game are begging you to stop playing the fucking game, what does that tell you, Phil, about the kind of fucking content creator you are? You took a game that they fucking loved, and they apparently like you as well. They apparently are fans of you as well, and yet they're begging you to stop fucking playing the game. That tells me that you're the fucking problem, not the fucking game. You're blaming the game for your own fucking shortcomings of being a fucking entertaining content creator for playing these fucking games.
So that is my apprehension with Baldur's Gate 3. And I think the problem here is, can I be honest? Let me be honest with everybody here, with my opinion here.
But nice to fucking change your pace if you're fucking honest for once. But fellas has told everyone before. Fellas admitted this in the past, that when he says, can I be honest? He doesn't actually mean he's going to be honest. He uses it like a fucking ton of phrase. Like, in my opinion, or whatever, or here's what I think. He doesn't actually mean he's going to give his honest fucking take. He just uses a phrase like a fucking mannerism, like like a turn of phrase to fucking lead into what he wants to fucking say. He's actually admitted that in the fucking past. So when Phil says, can I be honest, don't believe he's actually being honest. By his own fucking narrative, he's probably fucking bullshitting you.
Here's what I think the problem is, alright? When you are a variety streamer, everyone expects you to play every good game, okay? Excuse me, and that's just the truth. It seems like everyone expects you to play every good game. I cannot play every good game. It's not possible. There's too many games. There's too many formats of games. There's too many ways and avenues to play a game. Games are so lengthy these days that there's just no way that I could realistically play every good game.
But Phil, you earlier on this year, you were bitching and whining and moaning about there's no fucking great games anymore. You fucking complained about the lack of great games for you to fucking enjoy and play. You're disappointed with Starfield. You're disappointed with Hogwarts. You're disappointed, like the fucking the Lies of Pi or whatever, Lies of P, or Lies of P, whatever the fucking thing is called. That game was like the one fucking game you think was a great fucking game, and Street Fighter 6. But you have actually complained about the fucking quality of the games being released so far this year. And then all of a sudden, Phil fucking turned around to his audience and says, there's too many good games. He went from saying the games aren't good enough, and all of a sudden there's too many good games that he can't fucking play because there's too many of them. Phil's narrative never makes fucking sense here.
Right? For every good game that I play, I end up missing a good game. You get that, right? Like, I played Lies of P, and I played it not expecting much. It was insanely outstanding, right? And because I played Lies of P, essentially I wasn't really motivated to play the Lords of the Fallen, and that's why I'm not playing the Lords of the Fallen. You see? I'm not saying I'm not playing it ever. I'm saying that's why I'm not playing it now. If I hadn't played Lies of P and skipped it, then maybe I would have been more in line and say, okay, let's do Lords of the Fallen, because I didn't really do the Soulsborne style game with Lies of P. Do you see? That's basically the gist of it here, right? So, BITW awesome. I'm just going to time you out, and if you continue to spout nonsense, I'm just going to make sure that you don't talk in the chat ever again, because I really had it with your nonsense. Saying dumb shit.
Oh my, Mr. Romance Cat has crossed on Phil's bad side. I wonder what he said. I'm kind of curious. I'm curious to see what he fucking said. Give me a second here, guys. Let me pull up the raw stream, the raw Phil stream, and see what he said. Where are we? So here's the raw stream. Shut up, Phil. And give me a second here. So, how far are we behind from current Phil? We paused about 24 minutes back. Okay, cool. So now we need to go back in time, but like 23 or 24 minutes. What did you say? Let's rewind a wee bit more. Here it is here. That is right there. Factor in DSP is there, works playing in game 7 hours and is elsewhere free time for 17 hours. He got leaned for that. Are you kidding me on? Sorry, I wasn't full screen, my bad. But look at this shit here. Best in the world, awesome. BITW, awesome, whatever. Factor in DSP is there. Works playing games 7 hours and is elsewhere free time for 17 hours. That's what you said, and that is what got fucking yeeted. Jesus, man.
Anyway, so yeah, like, I can't play every game, and the thing with Baldur's Gate 3, as everyone knows, it's an insanely.
So did they rant already at him? Yeah, it was here.
The gist of it here, right?
It was here, so yeah. So Phil saw that message.
So, BITW awesome. I'm just going to time you out, and if you continue to spout nonsense, I'm just going to make sure that you don't talk in the chat ever.
He is such a salty little bitch about fucking people calling him out for his time management skills. He really is. He is ridiculously fucking angry about it these days.
Here. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, like, I can't play every game. And the thing with Baldur's Gate 3, as everyone knows, it's an insanely time-consuming, really large time investment needed game. And that's fine. Again, I respect the game. For people who played it and enjoyed it, good for you. I just don't think it's the kind of game that's going to work for me. I feel it's going to be another situation where we start it, and the first 10, 20 hours, people are interested, and then they all get bored. And then people stop showing up, they stop engaging, they stop supporting, they're tired with the game. But here I am, I played 20 hours into an 80 hour...
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Carl Detson, for the super chat. It says, I need to make a sub account named Cat Black. That is nasty. But I encourage it. Go ahead, go do it. Yeah, there's probably fucking multiple accounts with that fucking name, let's be fucking honest here. But yeah, you're a nasty bastard.
Showing up, they stop engaging, they stop supporting, they're tired with the game. But here I am, I played 20 hours into an 80-hour game, and people, and now, well, aren't you gonna keep playing it? Well, where's everyone? People are already done with this game, you know? And it's not representative of the game, it's the style of game, the kind of content that I do. It's hard to even maintain people for over 10 hours in a game these days. It really is. And here I am in the midst of Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Mario Wonder, and yeah, the attendance, the engagement has fallen off for these playthroughs. Why? These games are also damn long these days. Games back in the day when I started on YouTube 10, 15 years ago, on average were 10, 15 hours long tops. Tops! Now most games are 20, 30, 40 hours long. That's very hard to get an audience to engage that long. And now you're expecting me to play an 80-plus hour RPG while I'm juggling other projects as well, because I don't just play one game at a time. You know what I mean? You have to understand where I'm coming from. You have to. Okay? I'm not saying I'm never playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm saying I literally don't know how on earth I would play Baldur's Gate 3 with how long it is and the kind of content I put out. We've tried this with other games. It doesn't work. So if you have a track record and you've seen in history that this kind of stuff doesn't work, then why would you keep trying? Right? I get it. A lot of you like Baldur's Gate 3 and you like seeing me play the best games of the year. Gotcha. But it doesn't fit my format. It doesn't fit the content I play. So how could I play it and why would I bother? Why would I waste everyone's time, including mine? You know? So there's no way that I could do it right now anyway. But, you know, maybe long term, but I just don't see it happening, being honest. It's not a casualized RPG by any means. So there you go. Alright, continuing on. Have you ever thought of doing something akin to a sub Saturday like other streamers where you basically play inexpensive indie stream games that your members pick and you switch games every 30 minutes to an hour to a new game? I apologize if this has been asked before, and I apologize if you've done it and tried this before, it didn't stick. I'm unaware since I'm kind of new here, and I love and enjoy all of your content that I do, and again, I'm sorry if I'm ignorant. Much love to you and your family. I don't really understand. I don't really understand the concept of this, alright? So if you...
Look, how can you not understand the concept? Members suggest small little cheap indie games, and then Saturdays you can fucking play them for like 30 minutes to an hour long, and then move on to the next one. It's a very simple concept, Phil. The members suggest games, nominate games, you pick them and play them for a half hour or an hour or so, and then move on to the next. It's not the most... Why are you confused about the concept? Maybe he didn't fucking speed read the goddamn fucking question and fucking the suggestion in the fucking first place. Maybe he actually took his time to read what the fucking thing was, you know, the person said, and take in the words that he was fucking reading. Maybe he'd understand it better.
You guys can explain it to me in the chat. I have the chat right here in front of me. What is this whole sub Saturday, sub Sunday? What is the premise of this? Because to me, when I hear that, sub Saturday, sub Sunday, it sounds like, so we're doing a special stream where we're trying to get people to subscribe to the channel. But when you say sub, you're probably talking Twitch. You're probably talking getting people to become a paid subscriber. So maybe for me, it would be like Member Mondays or something like that, right? But I just don't understand the premise of it. Like this person is saying, the premise is you or your members pick inexpensive indie Steam games and you switch games every 30 minutes. Like, huh? So I'm being told this would be a stream only available to paid subscribers. So it would be members only stream here, Member Monday only stream on YouTube. Okay.
That'd be kind of weird. If Phil actually did a members only stream, there's no way he's going to fucking do it. He does not want to fucking limit the potential for paid pigs who are not members to miss out on giving him money. So I cannot see Phil limiting his audience to who can fucking see and attend on his stream so they can give him money while he fucking rewards his members by playing games with him.
So again, I gotta wonder, like, well, how would this work? Right? I don't get it. If someone could explain to me the premise of how the event works and why you think it would work, I would consider it. But it sounds to me like all you're saying is set up a stream that's members only. Okay, what's the benefit of that? Right?
The members get a special stream as a reward for being a member.
And the other thing you're saying is have members pick or you pick a bunch of indie games and you play them for 30 minutes at a pop. So what you want me to do is buy like 5-6 games and play for 3 hours every 30 minutes I play a different indie game. Okay, what's the benefit of that? I'm not.
The members, you know, they fucking became members. They gave you money to be a fucking member, or they got to the membership, which means you still got fucking money for that. Phil, my God, the concept of giving back to your audience, especially the ones that are willing to give you fucking money every month to be a fucking member, of you giving them something back, especially for them. You're like, oh, I don't want to do that if I don't get money. You have money from them. The whole concept of a members only stream is they've given you money already to enjoy your content, and you can fucking reward their loyalty and their kindness with a special stream just for them.
Loss. You know, I'm kind of like scratching my head. I don't get it. Wouldn't it encourage memberships? Would it? Would it encourage memberships because Phil's playing 6 random indie games he's never going to touch ever again on a stream today and only members can see it? Would that make you become a member?
How about members only Baldur's Gate? There you go, there's a fucking $1 billion idea for Phil right there. Members only get to fucking watch Phil play Baldur's Gate.
You tell me. That's what I say. I don't get the concept. I don't understand. You know me. I don't do subscriber or member only events. They don't exist. I don't do that. Everything I do has always been public and open. I've never had a paywall style event like that, so I don't know what the benefit would be. It works for other streamers, but it wouldn't work for Phil. Why not? Well, first of all, why does this work for other streamers, and why wouldn't it work for me? People will just leave if you paywall it. Moist Critical does a bad games night once a week where he tries to find and play the worst games possible. Okay. Ellipsian says it's basically a stream. Members will dictate the content for the day. It doesn't have to be many games. It could be one game, even continuing a playthrough. Okay, before we go further, I would just like to say something, all right? Can I please just let me say something before we continue, because I am going to consider the suggestion.
Well, for fuck's sake, calm the fuck down for you're breaking YouTube with your fucking arm flailing.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to a super chat from Prophet, who says, Jad did a members only stream last week playing Rocket League. I mean, he sucked at it, but it was something I could laugh at as a member. Yeah, I do want to try and do some more like members only like special things as well, and I do have some ideas, especially coming into January. Like I have an idea for members only content about me personally. Like I want to try and actively do work hard at losing weight, and I kind of want to try and make that into something from if the way I see it is, I think it would encourage me to stick at trying to lose weight as well if I do it as content as well.
Money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Bill won't dance, goddammit. Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for super chat as well, who says doesn't paywall events but stressed member goals leading up to events. Fucking exactly, yeah. And I am receiving word that I think I want. There's a fellow Scot that wants to rant. Let me try and get that set up now. War Dog, you got something you want to say, pal?
Yeah, it's just this whole fucking thing about how he refuses to do anything for his stream. Absolutely anything. He's been given suggestions, but is fucking, refused to do anything. But won't do it. And it's like, yeah, you buy the games. Indie games don't cost a lot of money.
Oh god, no, it's a few quid. It's barely a few bucks, that's it.
So he would make that back on a pre-stream because 1 minute, say he spends like $40, right, on 5 games. 1 minute man will give him 20 in one stream.
Is 1 minute
so
man
that's
a member?
already half back.
We don't actually know if he's a member.
But even if it's not though, he would still tip.
Yeah, probably. Right? Yeah, probably.
So he would still send a tip because you can still see the link because it's in his description. So he just send a tip anyway. And it's just I don't get it. He's saying that people say, "Oh, it worked for Most Critical." Yeah, because Most Critical is not a fucking piece of shit. They want to do stuff for their streams. The people go and buy different cameras. They go and buy background stuff to put in the background. They buy X, Y, and Z to improve their stuff for their audience.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's pissed away. It's not even like he's not pissed by that like money per se. He's pissed away like opportunities for other streamers. He's toxified himself that much and pissed off so many people that, I mean, I'll be honest, I loved when Rambo was there because Rambo was great, hilarious. But he pissed that off. You know, he pissed Rambo off to the point he's never gonna be around again. He, you know, and Howard went the same way. Panda Lee, who was a streaming woman as well, he fucked that up. You know, he pissed that away. Cat pissed that away after dangling the carrot that she might be part of his content. But he fucked that away because of how he handled the situation with
The one common
with her.
denominator. The one common denominator is that Phil was involved in all of that, and he fucked up everything. So he's the one toxic common denominator there, and ruining all those sort of relationships in some aspect.
And the thing about the whole cat thing is, like, if you remember that stream that Tevin was doing at the time, DSP had said days before that event had happened that Cat would show up, but she wouldn't be around for a little bit because she had a party to go to.
Exactly.
That's why she was in costume. So it wasn't a surprise that she wasn't there, but he used that as an excuse because obviously there was some comments he was seeing and he decided to use that. So it's like he lies. I mean, that's everyone was saying. Everyone was like, but wait, wasn't Cat going anyway? So, and it's like he begged. You know, it's like it's an indie game. They're not dear, but he's going to get the money back anyway.
Keep in mind also, some of these indie games are basically the same kind of the amount of money he would receive from somebody being a member is pretty much the cost of some of these games. People aren't asking him to fucking buy AAA fucking titles and fucking bankrupt yourself just for, you know, to a member. No, it's just literally just random games. Just get some random games, get some free games, or whatever, you know, as well.
And the funny part is he's refusing to do Like a Dragon, Like a Dragon Gaiden, which on release for probably a week, and I didn't even notice it coming out till like a couple months back, and I was like, oh, this is going to explain as to why Kiryu was, you know, what happened to him at the end of Yakuza 6 and why he showed up as a bodyguard in, you know, Yakuza Like a Dragon, because it's the gap in between that we find out why he's become a bodyguard, and that's fucking interesting. And we get to play as Kiryu again, so it's like why he's playing Mario that no one gets support for. It's on a back burner. It's a chill thing. He's playing fucking COD multiplayer maps that no one's gonna give a shit about. And it's like, why doesn't he just put them in the back burner out of rotation, bring in Gaiden, which everyone's gonna be looking at because it's day one. And like I said, there's implications of here's the story, or here's what Kiryu got up to between the end of Yakuza 6 and basically the end of Yakuza Like a Dragon. Here is what happened to Kiryu, and everyone, you know, you can't say, you know, oh, like, do you know that Yakuza game, without someone going, oh yeah, like that guy called Kiryu, because he's like a mainstay of the thing, you know. Exactly. Kiryu, fucking Majima, you know. So everyone's hyped for this because, like, holy fuck, we're getting another game with Kiryu again, because we thought after 6 that was it. We weren't going to get a chance to play with Kiryu again. Now we're getting a chance to play with him and find out what happened to him and what he was up to. And it's very interesting because this is how this is going to bleed into what happened and why he's not going to be a part, because in the trailer for Like a Dragon 2, he's in it. And he's undercover because he's gained those skills by being a bodyguard.
Yeah, and keep in mind as well, Phil has shown, you know, quite, you know, a surprising amount of interest in these games before. The games have usually been quite well supported as well, like, you know, the Yakuza series as well as Lost Judgment as well, which I also similar kind of vibe to that kind of game. He's always shown, like, also the audience is usually quite supported it quite well, and he has to an extent shown some sort of interest himself in the games.
Yakuza being so long, as it's a Yakuza game, you're going to be long as shit. He's going to get tons of money for it. Even if it's like, say, you know, $50 one stream, $80 another, that's $130 in 2 streams. Yeah, the game's going to probably be around
$70
for
or whatever.
a good. I mean, it's probably going to be around for 10 streams or plus more if he's doing a lot of stuff with it, because it's such a long game. You know, if it's an 8-hour game, he's doing 3 hours, and he's playing in the mainstream for 3 hours. He's doing that. You can then divide that by how long the game usually is, and then add in Phil's bullshit, how long it takes him to do shit. it's going to be a long time. This game's going to be around for. There's a lot of streams, and if 1 Minute Man tips at every stream, there's
It
20.
doesn't, doesn't matter what game is or what he's doing. He's going to
Even if it's 10
regardless. Yeah.
streams, if it's 10 streams, minute like you say, it's 10 streams he plays of it. That's already $200.
At least, because sometimes it tips 25 or 30, bizarrely, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a strange one. I can see Phil picking up eventually, and he will also commit time to it. But he's just also fucking freaking out still about, I want to finish these games already, but I was sick, but I couldn't finish the games. Mario is fucking going to get done soon. Spider-Man's going to get done soon. All three of these games probably will get done quite soon. And maybe there is going to be room for, like a Dragon to fucking feature in some capacity soonish. But he's also got his fucking focus set on the big AAA titles, and Call of Duty, going back to all those old maps, and they can fucking feel like he's, it's 2012 over again. He'll get that groove back, So yeah, but it's just he is terrible at managing his business. Clearly, he has been for a long time.
100%. Like someone had posted in the chat saying that Vampire Survivor, which is a well-known, very light game, is like $5. A tons of content from it.
Isn't that a game he has mocked people before because it's like a viral game, and so he mocked it for thinking, I don't know if I can play a game which all these content creators pick up for viral popularity, and he didn't take it seriously, I believe. Yeah,
there was a game that get made from the people who did HoloLive, the talent agency.
Yeah,
where it's exactly the same thing, apart from they've made it where it's HoloLive characters. Like you got your Gura, you've got your Callie. You got all that kind of stuff, and it's just them you basically get, and it's free as well. And he did the same as fucking, with Minecraft.
Minecraft was so goddamn
for ages.
Minecraft was so painful because I like playing Minecraft. Okay, I find it a very relaxing game to just fucking explore and check out things, or whatever. I like to build things as well sometimes. I love the redstone aspect, as well. Just try to build cool wee machines.
And there's so many mods you can get from Minecraft nowadays.
Exactly.
But DLC. But as people are pointing it in your chat, it's not so much the game.
It's the person playing it because he's got no imagination.
I was watching. There was a couple of streamers that I've been watching, like Dr. Lupo, who's back into Fortnite because that's the season 1's back again, essentially. The original Fortnite has been put back in. I watched my Zentrea, and I've watched Henya. They've been playing these like horror games that are like kind of indie-ish, but they're funny as fuck. Like there's one game where it's like don't scream, and it picks your mic quality up, and if you make too much noise, you die and restart. But it's so creepy. It was actually fun to watch.
I've seen somebody play that before. Actually, yeah, briefly, like as a YouTube short. It's quite an interesting concept of the game. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, your microphone controls essentially what happens.
It's the same as when someone was playing Alien Isolation. Is if you hide in the locker when the alien's hunting you, you can get picked up by your mic. So, and it's an evolving AI, because the AI will learn you're going to constantly hide in the locker, so it'll check lockers more often, which is fucking terrifying. But there's so many, there's so many of these indie games around, or just short games you could play.
Even Game Pass games, where you could fucking pick up the engine random free title, whatever. A game he might not usually have played, but he thought, well, it's free and the members. But I think he doesn't understand the concept of giving back to his members, because as far as Phil's concerned, that isn't. He's happy to have the fucking members, but he's not thinking I need to reward them. No.
Again, he wants them to do the work for him. This is the whole shtick with this. His mentality of like, so for me, if I get a member, I'm very fucking happy, and I'm thinking, how can I give back to them as best as I can? What can I offer them being a member? Phil already has in his mind everything laid out for being a member. You get to fucking have like slow mode and chat and all that shit. You get a crown next to your fucking name. Like, he thinks those are the rewards. He doesn't want to give anything extra or anything additional to fucking reward his members, because in his fucking mind, them becoming a member, they immediately get the apparent rewards that come with it. Yeah, like Dr. Lupo doesn't really do that much for his in terms of when you become a member, but you get. Right now he's playing fucking. Let me check. He's playing the thing right now. He's got 7,000 more people, and he's playing with like other streamers. Playing Fortnite. Fucking Fortnite has got 7,000 viewers because it's funny as fuck. But this is the problem. He can't play these multiplayer games and have other people bounce off his content.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like he really has fucked himself over, I think, in terms of popularity, because he has nobody to fucking play these fun games. like the most shit game in the fucking world can become a really fun thing to fucking watch in the hands of the right fucking people.
Yeah.
You know, and Phil lacks that
If you
because of
question
everything.
him, if you question him on anything, you just get ridiculed, mocked, and banned. And I mean, he says he's the right streamer, but he's like refusing to play the big games that's coming out. Like I said, Like a Dragon Gaiden is coming out in 2 days. It's out on the 8th. And it's going to be huge because, like I pointed out, everyone's excited for this to find out what had Kiryu been up to. And someone said they've said it's only 20 hours. I don't believe that for a second, because none of the Like a Dragon games have been 20 hours. I don't know who's told you that. But I wouldn't trust any of these fucking reviewers have had early access to it. I think they do the bare minimum shit for that kind of thing. So
does Phil a lot of the time. Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's like a 30 to 40 hour game, it's on release. Everyone and their mum who's into those games will be playing it.
So he's basically fucking himself over by avoiding this game when it comes out because he's going to be too focused on Call of Duty.
And it's going to be, like, you can play it a week later. No one's people have either played it already or seen streamers play it, so they're not going to care. And that's it. His viewers will be high maybe for the first time he does it. If there's an English version of it, he'll play the English version because he doesn't do the Japanese one, because he doesn't like reading. And he'll fall asleep during it, no doubt.
Probably, yeah. At times he's falling asleep, man, during these fucking games with the long cutscenes.
He's going to hate. I mean, it's a Yakuza game. It's going to have long cutscenes. He will complain about the different combat style, because you can fight like a Yakuza style, like Kiryu does, but you also fight as an agent style, because Kiryu goes into that line of work, so has those kind of tech skills and that kind of stuff. So he'll have them to work, and it boggles my mind.
Yeah, he's a master of his own downfall. Essentially, he's not fucking capitalizing on this fucking potentially hot new release game. The Call of Duty game, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of fucking fun. Playing multiplayer, will fucking bring back nostalgia. But at the same time, though,
it won't. It's shit.
People fucking love nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying people. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying he's going to be shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I understand people love Call of Duty. That's fine. I'm not dissing that side of it. But
the thing
he wants to play Call of Duty to go and play with no one. He's going to play with no one, so it's not going to be as fun. He's going to play. He's going to find the most brokenest fucking thing ever and run that. He's going to bitch and moan all fucking night. He's going to have no deaf mic on or deaf deaf voice or what it is. No mic on, so you can't even hear anyone say anything. And it's going to be boring as shit. He will run the same fucking map for fuck knows how long.
And the one big thing as well is this is actually it's a remake of sorts, isn't it? It's old fucking maps.
It's just the
there's
same
nothing
maps
new. I mean, gameplay's been tweaked a little bit, but it's technically nothing new to fucking see here compared to a brand new game like Yakuza.
All it has is the old maps from the old Call of Duty. I don't know which one it is. It's coming back in, and it has been updated with the current Call of Duty. How the game works nowadays. That's the only thing. So it's like you have like container. Is one of the old maps I remember. I don't remember fucking. Wait, I don't play Call of Duty, so I don't really remember. But it's probably like container, where it's a bit longer or some fucking, I don't know. But it's been tweaked with how Call of Duty plays nowadays to be more up to date. Is what they're saying is that the maps are.
To me, yeah. I mean, he's always been a fucking idiot when it comes to fucking business, and I think he's picking the wrong horse here to try and capitalize on.
He will not do bounties, and he won't do challenges, because he did that last time, and I believe either Twitch or YouTube had a fucking meltdown about it because it was against TOS. So the second that
was a whole bounty thing,
was a bounty. So definitely YouTube. YouTube found out about that, and either emailed him or someone told him. I can't remember which it was.
He did have to reword it, it wasn't bounties anymore, but he definitely had to kind of reword that kind of thing. And the popularity waned anyway. And Phil
stopped altogether.
Yeah, but Phil has actually said as well, he might know, he's interested in the Battle Royale mode, but at the same time, it's not his priority,
I mean, Battle Royale mode was going to literally be him sat in a fucking room. I mean, he hated the last one. It's not really different.
God, I remember last year, man, the fucking bullshit came out with, Gulag kills don't count, banned.
Oh yeah, that was funny as fuck.
Jesus,
oh
man.
My god. That person said if he gets,
I'm pretty sure.
I got a pistol kill, money. They went, no, they don't.
I'm pretty sure I made a video with that man. That was fucking quality, man. But yeah, Phil, though, as I said, he's always it's his choice. He's a master of his own schedule. He's his own fucking boss, but he's prioritising the wrong game here. I think, as you said, I mean, Yakuza seems to be the more interesting game. There's new things to learn and discover.
Prophet, the man, the myth, the legend. It's the same game as last year. No new graphics, no new judgment. No new fundamentals. Just updated maps. It was meant to be DLC, but they milked it due to Microsoft acquisition.
And the best part is Phil covered that. Phil even fucking explained that to his audience on his fucking shitty DSP news segment crap. He actually fucking covered that.
So I am going to go get my dinner because it's time to eat dinner, and I'm going to come back. Time eat.
Yes.
And watch Blacklist.
Kill man. Cheers for coming on, man. I appreciate you giving your take on why Phil's being a dumbass about ignoring Yakuza for right now.
I mean, it's just that part there. I was painting some bases for my Armors and Parade. I was doing, and I was like, it's so fucking. He has this reaction to not want to do anything. It's like, oh, but why must I do this? Why must you have to tell me this? But wait, you're the streamer. Why are we
it's mental.
We're telling you to do this because other streamers do this. And he's like, yeah, but why?
Putting an effort to give your audience, and especially your members, fucking more rewards.
Your members drop constantly. You fucking have your drop off and your react chance because member bomb dropped off. I don't know, man. Maybe that's why, because everywhere's fucking failing. Because you can't keep a sustained amount of viewers, and it's always the same people gifting all the time. But maybe they've changed their name. So, but guess what? We all know who it is because we have ways to know who it is. But keep having this knee-jerk reaction when anyone has a suggestion. I mean, he says, "Yeah, I listened to you guys and I did React content." Yeah, they've been telling you to do React content for fucking years, not just last year, years, and you refused. Told you to play Minecraft for years and you refused.
He's almost an enemy for sure, you know what I mean, by ignoring this for a long fucking time, because the fans ask for it, he says it's possible, he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I did this for you guys, yeah, but you took years to do it, so by that point, people who wanted it are either long gone or it doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Fucking Minecraft was so fucking painful, it wasn't even... He lacks an imagination to fucking come up with ideas, not shit. He had someone else build things for him.
Yeah, it was Papafera.
Papafera, no, don't.
Apparently they're saying there's also the Overwatch zombie mode. Yeah, but he won't play. Is that Overwatch you're talking about, Francesco? Because he won't play Overwatch. But like again, zombie mode is meant to be played with friends or people he likes, but he won't bring viewers on because he can't, because it would essentially show.
There are hundreds of games there for my friends and viewers. There's hundreds of them out there. It's just he refuses to fucking. He doesn't want to give back without any financial incentive to do so.
No. If it's not incentive to him, he doesn't care.
It's unbelievable, man. It really is. But yeah, it's just that's Phil for you. Ready to fucking to the very end. He's always going to be fucking ready to try and get as much money from people as possible.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's me. To my luck, give you a bit of skip juice and stuff. But yeah.
But you enjoy your dinner, pal.
The guy's a fucking dumbass. He's fucking shoots himself in the foot by not playing Yakuza on day of release because, like I said, everyone's going to be wanting to play this. It's going to be a very hype game. By the time he plays it, it will be too late for the hype. And he'll bitch and moan about it all the way through. So yeah, it's going to be a shit show. Kind of like why his Alan Wake streams are being shit shows too, because it's so boring. So...
Yeah, but I don't know bad for him in terms of support, you know what I mean? Like, looking at it very quickly, Alan Wake, so he got $158 the day stream, we played it at first, and then night stream was like 40. Following day, $67.
But the top tips were pretty fucking, like, high. The top tips for those streams were, I think, 101 from NDO, or something like that.
No, actually, he's not had $100 tip yet on Alan Wake. Sorry, my bad. The most recent one he did, okay.
That was NDO.
But the $102 that day here, we got $25 as a top tip, which is not bad,
Yeah, but there was like Dan the Man was 25. So you Dan the Man 25, then 1 Minute Man was 20.
It's still the same, random, select fucking handful. You see the names all the fucking time.
Yeah, and that and it was either the first stream for Alan Wake there with 100, or the The one the night stream when he got 108, when he got $273, that was either NDO, but I know MDO had shown up and given him 100 straight away. I think it was the most recent, or the
It
most
was, yeah,
recent
the most recent Alec stream from the 4th
Think
of
about it.
November.
So, I mean, if that's NDO for 100, 1 minute man for 20, he only had $9 after that.
Yeah, true, exactly, yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Oh my god,
It
so
speaks
yeah.
volumes.
It
It's the
really
same
does. I mean, it really does. Yeah, like it's one of those things where, like, it does. It's like also, it's like for Phil, he needs this. You know what I mean? Like he relies on a $100 tip from one person can be the difference between a fucking disaster stream and a great stream. It's incredible that one person given one singular tip can be the one big difference maker between a begging video and, you know, nothing like that. You know, no begging video required because somebody gave me one big massive tip.
I think he needs to do this is what most streamers do. Don't have a tips goal. Because it focuses on it.
I cannot
And-
see him ever giving up because
I know he won't, but that's what he needs to do. If he wants to fix this and not be the scummiest piece of shit he is in existence, he needs to get rid of that. Because it focuses on, people say, oh, he had $120, but then if you think about it, you go, oh, there's $100 from that one person. And then you think, 1 minute man, oh, he's only get $9.
I think
And most
so.
probably when the game starts.
What
So-
about the tips goals? Maybe he should maybe implement it only for the marathons.
I mean, no, that's bullshit as well because you shouldn't do that either. Just do a marathon, get what you get, and that's it. Because that's giving back that's part of the giving back. But I mean, he says he doesn't pay well shit. Why am I looking at a members goal?
It's a very good fucking point. Very good fucking point.
So, but yeah, and he also paywalls all the different things you can put. He puts clothes on stuff on. That's a paywall.
Yeah, it's like a fucking reverse
What-
whore, you know? It's like something, you know, it's a reverse whore or a reverse OnlyFans
To be
person.
honest, I would pay him to put clothes on because no one wants to see that naked.
Yeah, true. Well, that's what he does. He does get paid to put more clothes on, so he got fucking hats and everything.
Again,
and
he
this.
doesn't paywall shit. Remember, he said his words just there himself. I don't paywall. Why do we get 2 goals then? If you don't paywall.
I just love as well, he fucking bitched and whined and moaned every fucking night about people paying $700 for Taylor Swift tickets. But he wants $150 per stream to put a vest on.
And who cares what they pay? I pay fucking £40 for a Warhammer model because it's what I want to do. My money, I get to do what the fuck I want.
Yeah, he's always fucking
spent-
critical about other people fucking doing their money, but at
know?
the same time he wants their fucking money for the dumbest fucking shit possible.
I spent £500 on a fucking Thunderhawk gunship because I had the money. I sold some stuff to make the money.
He's like, oh, you have the money,
Yeah,
you want to reward yourself and treat yourself, and why the fuck not?
Exactly. Why the fuck not? I get to do what I want. I just bought a fucking £120 Imperial Knight because I wanted it. So
There you fucking go.
yeah, the guy's just fucking piece of shit.
Anyway,
Anyway,
pal,
I'm gonna
go-
get dinner.
Get dinner,
I
yeah.
will
Eat.
see you later.
Thank you very much for being on. I appreciate it, and you enjoy you enjoy your fucking dinner. Catch you later.
I will do. There.
There we go. So, getting back to bingo now. Always good to have Wardog on for another Scottish style rant to go with my Scottishness as well. This vortex of Scottishness gets fucking credited when Wardog's on as well. So there you go. But yeah, it's an excellent fucking point that he made about Phil basically ignoring Yakuza as well. And this is he could easily give back to his fucking members, his paying members, but in Phil's mind, he's already fucking given back to them because as soon as they become a member, they get access to emotes, they get to avoid slow mode in the fucking chat, they get fucking special privileges to fucking nominate things ahead of normal viewers. This is like the most basic fucking shit, Phil. That's not really a reward for members. That's not you giving back to them. That's your fucking. Just like, you know, they get to like they get to nominate something ahead of like Derek, who's not a member. Big fucking deal. It's like, is that an incentive for people to become a fucking member? I guess going by DSP Reacts is not enough of an incentive. Yes, look what everybody's like asking, where's my crown badge? I don't have any crown badges. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, do you know like the wee star? Is the wee star symbol not enough of an incentive? You know, like, look at Dimmick. Dimmick's got a wee star next to his name. He's a member. He knows the score. So does Barrett Wells. They've got a wee star. There we go. Those guys know the score. But yeah, I mean, you mean my wee smileys as well, the wee emojis or whatever, you know, that was thanks to D-Dog. I think D-Dog made all them, which is, I didn't even fucking ask for them, you know what I mean, but he made them, I thought, thank you very much, I'll use them. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to the bingo. We stalled long enough. We've got plenty of speed up juice, and this suggestions thing is going to get more interesting, I think.
Doing a playthrough. Okay, before we go further, I would just like to say something, all right? Can I please just let me say something before we continue, because I am going to consider the suggestion, all right? I am not a big streamer. And people have to stop having that mentality in their heads that Darkside Phil is a big streamer. At most, I get a few hundred viewers a stream. At most, I get a few hundred viewers a video. At most, I'll get more than that, like 1,000 a video, right? Maybe a couple thousand if it's a big playthrough, it's the first few parts, okay? The reason, the concept you're describing, all right, is something that would work for someone who's huge. People are clamoring for their attention. They absolutely would love to see that streamer play something that they want. See? To have Moist Critical or Maximilian Dude or, you know, one of these big streamers and content creators play a game that you want is like, oh my god, I've always wanted that. It's like one of my big desires, life-changing thing to see this person play a game that I suggested on a stream. That doesn't happen with me. I'm a small guy. I'm a small-time guy. All right? We don't get thousands of people showing up to my streams that are going to become members overnight because I did a members-only stream at all. What'll happen is I'll get low attendance on that stream because people aren't just going to pay just to show up to a random stream. Okay? For them, oh my god, the day that Moist Critical graced us and played this indie game.
I need to object, Phil. The fact that they're members means they've already fucking paid to be there on that stream. Because they are a member of your channel, and therefore money has gone from, well, if it's a gifted membership, no, but you've still got money for their membership from someone else. So technically they have paid to be there, Phil, already.
Okay? For them, oh my god, the day that Moist Critical graced us and played this indie game, right? The indie game gets exposure. The indie game gets a bunch of attention. People might buy the indie game because Moist Critical played it. That doesn't happen with Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil is a small-time guy. No one cares if Darkside Phil plays an indie game. No one. I don't. No, the game developer won't. I won't. You won't. Do you understand? It's very different. I'm not some independent e-celebrity like these streamers. People ridiculously unfairly compare me to people who are 10, 20, 50 times bigger than me. And then they don't get, well, I don't get it. It works for them. Why doesn't it work for you? Because I'm not them. I'm a small-time little guy.
They were small-time as well at one fucking point in time, Phil. Every single massive content creator was at one fucking point in time a small-time guy. Or gal, whatever. You get what I'm saying? But still, they fucking did something right. They fucking did the hard work. They fucking got the lucky breaks as well. However they fucking got to the fucking top, but at one point in time, they started off as a small-time guy. There is no fucking person on YouTube that starts off at 50 million subscribers. That doesn't fucking happen, Phil. They work their way to get there. Well, you know, whatever they fucking do to get there, whether they're known for playing one game or they're fucking known for playing, you know, hundreds of fucking games, regardless of that, they started off as a small-time YouTuber, and they built up and built up and built up and built up by, you know, they fucking talked to the right fucking people, they made the right sort of content. However they fucking got there, they got there eventually, but you're ignoring that. You're seeing them now rather than seeing how did they fucking get to where they are now from when they were at my level. You refuse to fucking look at that sort of work that goes into that shit. Let's be real here. Most of these fucking bigger content creators were probably fucking doing things like collaborating with other fucking content creators, you know, all these collabs, all these fucking cross-brand promotions, whatever. They fucking took potential sponsorships as well because YouTube's a bit fucking unpredictable right now. They fucking did content with their friends or whatever, you know what I mean? They played these multiplayer games with their friends, so it made the content even more enjoyable. Bill cannot do that because he has no friends. It's impossible for him to enjoy a game with other fucking people because he is that kind of toxic individual.
The fact that you act like I'm some big guy, right? Bringing in insane amounts of money and attention and everything that I do is ridiculous. I don't think that a members-only stream, you know, is going to ever work, honestly. Excuse me. That's always something that I've stayed away from all these years. I told you guys I don't like paywalling my content. I wanted that all my content is available to everyone at all times. Now, if you go the extra mile and you support, maybe you'll have the ability to direct some of the content. Maybe you'll be suggesting advertisements for the Adpocalypse, right? Or games for a marathon or things like that. Shows for me to review and stuff like that. That's great. But that's different than saying, oh, only a certain group of people can even watch said content. You see?
Phil, the member stream could stay as a member stream, but then after a week or two, you could make that stream public. The member stream could fucking enjoy immediate access to that stream right then and there live with you, and then for everyone else to enjoy it, you could then say, okay, you know, this is what the members got to see, this is what the members got to do. If you want to fucking enjoy these member live streams exclusives, become a member. It could be a great way to try and encourage more memberships, more natural growth of memberships on your channel. But you are failing to capitalise on this decent idea. This is actually not a bad idea at all. It kind of break up with sort of fucking normality, you know, like a routine that Phil has, you know, mix things up a little bit. I think it would encourage more memberships. As long as Phil does it right. But he's refusing to capitalise on this decent idea. to grow his fucking channel and grow his membership so they're more organic. Because he's a lazy bastard, doesn't want to give back.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Profit for the super chat. It says, moist makes me moist. You dirty bastard. There we go. Moist makes Profit moist. Who knew?
It's different than saying, oh, only a certain group of people can even watch said content. You see, I've always been anti-paywall when it comes to watching my content. You see,
No, you've not. No, you fucking not. No. When you first had Patreon, when you first started Patreon, you were thinking of Patreon exclusive videos for people who are supporting you on Patreon. Fred Fox on the SOK then said, if you fucking do that, I'm going to buy a Patreon membership for $1 and immediately upload those Patreon exclusive videos for everyone to see. And so you couldn't do it. You said you couldn't do it anymore because the SOK stopped you from offering members only, Patreon members only content. That's bullshit. If Phil's always been against it, bullshit. He was definitely fucking hoping to do it and thinking about doing it. But then again, the SOK stopped him, and so Phil refused to fucking do it because he saw that threat.
so that doesn't make sense to me. And then in addition to that, like I said, do you really think if I did a day, like let's say I did Member Mondays, and this daytime stream on Monday was members only, right? And the members voted, nominated and voted, and I played 6 indie games. First of all, each indie game, let's say each indie game cost $5. So I just dropped $30+ plus tax for today's stream. So immediately I negated half my profits for the stream because I'm not Moist Critical. Moist Critical will make thousands of dollars on his Member Monday stream.
Counterpoint, Phil, you currently have over 400 members. That is far more than $40. If you're doing a special exclusive members only stream for over 400 members, how many dollars is that? That's quite a lot of dollary dues for Phil, isn't it, for having 400 plus members? You know, be having a stream for them. And of course, some of those members are going to fucking show up to the fucking live streams and give him some money on top of that for fucking doing a live stream for them. They will give some super chats and fucking tips as well. And then after maybe a week or so, or maybe a few days, maybe after 24 hours, he can make that members only live stream public for all to see, and they can actually fucking get to enjoy seeing Phil do something with his members only. And as I said, it could be an incentive for people to become a member themselves to join in those streams. It could be a more interactive stream than usual because it is exclusively for members. Phil can dedicate more time, as well as the fucking games he's playing, to his audience as well. Because it's actually legitimately a curated audience specifically for members only. This is a good idea for Phil. But he's refusing to fucking do it because he doesn't know how to implement it. Let his own stupidity fucking make him fail.
I will make probably $50. So I've already negated half my profits of the day because I bought 6 games for this one stream that I will never play the games ever again. Then I play the 6 games, no one will care about them, right? Maybe one, if I get lucky, anyone will ever want to see again. And no one will watch the videos of them because who's heard of these fucking nobody games, right? They don't get any exposure because I played them. No one gives a shit about Dark Side Phil playing indie games in 2023. Do you see the point I'm making? Okay? That is the point I'm making here. All right? You're talking someone who gets 300 views versus someone who gets 20,000 views. The scale is not there.
So Phil has already admitted defeat before he's even tried the idea. He's already fucking conceded defeat and admitted, okay, I'm beaten, I'm lost. Before he's even attempts to, yeah, he's just fucking given up already before even trying.
That's why I don't do that stuff. And that's why people say, why don't you do this project that Max does all the time? Why don't you do what Moist Critical does? Why don't you do what Angry Joe does? Why don't you do what this other giant person 40 times bigger than you does? Because it doesn't work. The scale's not there. That's why. If I were a ginormous, in-demand person, I could do all these specialty events to rake in money. Oh, by the way, isn't it funny that if I did a members-only stream, all I would get is criticism that it's for greed. But these big guys...
No, that'd be unfair. No. If Phil did a members-only stream, I would not call it greedy. I would call it rewarding his members. Personally, I think if somebody called it greedy, I'd say that's unfair. I can't make Phil dance, goddammit. Thank you very much to Kel Denson for his super chat, who says, clever idea. Every time he snorts, you should play the phrase, oh, the camera's on. Similar to how you play the phrase burger when he says a keyboard. The burgers are automatic. They're built into the bingo card. I could have it set up so when I press a snort button, it does also play a sound file. I could implement that in future, but the burgers are built into the bingo card itself, which is a separate program. So yeah, but yeah, I could have it so when I play, when I press the snort button, it will say randomly when the camera's on. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I could do that for sure. Yeah, it would definitely be possible to implement that as well, but not right now, obviously, because I'm in the middle of a stream. But I could look into doing that afterwards. What was I saying before Phil fucking did? I felt like I was mid-rant before I said something, before I said out. Let me rewind it to see what was. Maybe it'll trigger my memory.
The scale is not there. That's why I don't do that stuff. And that's why people say, why don't you do this project that Max does all the time? Why don't you do what Moist Critical does? Why don't you do what Angry Joe does? Why don't you do what this other giant person 40 times bigger than you does? Because it doesn't work. The scale's not there. That's why. If I were a ginormous, in-demand person, I could do all these specialty events to rake in money. Oh, by the way, isn't it funny that if I did a members-only stream, all I would get is criticism that it's for greed?
Okay, that's where I was. Okay, yeah. Personally, I would not criticise Phil Burnell whatsoever for doing a members-only stream. I would fucking actually credit him for actually trying to do something special for his members for once. Because right now, the members don't seem to fucking get fuck all. He seems to treat them like fucking shit. He doesn't seem to want to fucking give them any sort of fucking incentive for being a fucking member. I would personally say, well done, Phil. You're actually doing something for your members. Big ups to that. But he's not going to fucking do this, so. I love how. So, not only has he fucking admitted defeat about the idea and said it won't fucking work for him, he's also fucking saying he's going to get fucking shit on and criticised for doing this sort of stream. Apparently, we're all going to fucking mock him and deride him and just say he's a greedy bastard for doing a members only stream. No, I would fucking encourage it. I would say go for it, Phil. Why not? Give back to your fucking members. Make it worth their fucking while. It's a good fucking point, but Roachbait says 90% of your members won't show up. It's a very good fucking point. I think, I think it's fair to say, well, hold on. 90 might be a bit high. 90% might be a little bit high. I'm more like 75%. 75% of his members won't show up. So yeah. Rather than saying, like, only a tenth will show up, I think a quarter will show up. But there we go. But yeah, but keep in mind though, these big massive content creators became big massive content creators because of ideas. I mean, Phil was being told all these things that the big successful streamers are doing. He's been given all these ideas and things to try and attempt. For all these big massive content creators and successful people doing things he's doing. And so here's what they do, why don't you try it? And Phil's saying, I can't do that because I'm massive and I'm not. But Phil, they're massive because they were doing these kind of things. You're literally being told by your audience why these big content creators got to be big content creators. And they're saying it could work for you as well, try doing this, try doing that. And you're admitting defeat because you're tiny and they're fucking big. But how do you... Nobody starts off as a big fucking content creator, Phil. You're just too fucking lazy to attempt to fucking change and adapt and implement new ideas and try new things to reward your fucking audience and make it worth the viewer's time. Unbelievable.
But these big guys do it literally all the time to bring in memberships and they don't get criticized. That's okay, right? That's okay for them to do it. They could paywall their content all day. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if Darkside Phil does it, he's the devil, right?
Burger.
So there you go. So yeah, this sucks. That I can't do the things that other people do, but I do feel like it is completely and utterly unfair that people do stuff like this to me, and they try to say, "Oh, you see, well, Phil just doesn't want to do what other people do. He doesn't want to improve. He doesn't want." No, it's because I can't. I'm a small-time guy. Just because I get insane amounts of harassment on the internet, and all these nut jobs are obsessed with me, and because of that, a lot of people know who I am, does not mean that I get a positive result of that.
Burger.
I don't get 10,000 views on every stream I do where I can do member Mondays and it makes me a lot of money. It doesn't work, okay? So that's why I can't do that kind of stuff. I didn't even understand the concept because to me, for someone of my stature and my size, what you described didn't even make sense. You understand? Like, that's not even a consideration of something that I would consider doing because it would be shooting myself in the foot. It would basically be isolating a ton of my audience who aren't members who can't watch my content now. And playing games no one's asking for, right? And then dropping my profits for the day into games I'll never play again, and that's it. I mean, no pay today because I bought a bunch of games for a random stream. Again, dude, Moist Critical, to buy 6 or 10 games for a fucking stream, it's nothing. He farted those games out. He makes thousands of dollars a day. You understand? I don't make thousands of dollars a day. Got it? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, continuing on. Find a nice local shop to make merch, sell it on Etsy or eBay, and be profitable for you and help a small company. That's not how it works. In order to do that, I would have to finance all the merch up front, meaning I would have to have investment capital to invest into merch. to produce the merch with the small business. The small business is not going to make merch out of the kindness of his own heart.
Yeah, I've got to speculate to accumulate, Phil.
In the hopes that it will sell online. All right? There's two business models when it comes to merch. All right? And I feel like I should explain
5
these.
in a row.
I think a lot of people
That's
do have
concerning.
There we go. Actually, have our whole row completed because Phil said business. So fantastic stuff indeed. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are technically, well, we're 6 away. But we're technically 5 away because we have a free space because Phil has snorted 20 times. So because Phil has snorted 20 times, that's giving us a free space. So we're 5 away technically from getting a full house.
confusion over the way that merch goes. Hold on 1 second, because I gotta blow my nose again and then I'll explain. Okay? Okay.
He muted his mic again. Oh, bless his wee fucking dark wee heart. He muted his microphone again for the audience so he can blow his nose profusely. But yeah, Phil is basically just fucking treating the suggestion box as a fucking way to not do absolutely anything. Well, apparently Phil said, dude, K-K-A-C or K-A-C or... I'm just gonna say it's K-A-C. I'm pretty sure it's not K-A-C, but that's why I'm gonna fucking say a name. It says he said dude. So I will tick off dude. My bad for missing that.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
So we're only technically 4 away. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream, we'll be 3 away.
Okay, my apologies. It's disgusting and I gotta put up with it. Alright, there's 2 different ways when it comes to merchandise and content creation like I do. Either you find a third-party business that is an on-demand business. Okay? What that
Holy fuck. On demand.
Burger.
There we go.
5 in a row. That's
We
concerning.
may get a fucking full house out of this bastard.
means is they incur all the production costs whatsoever. It's an on-demand basis. You upload designs, for example, like I would upload a logo, I would upload a saying, I would upload a design, and people would then be able to apply that design to a variety of merch: t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, mugs, different color coordinations and things like that. The business themselves incur the production cost. They make the merch on demand per order. Okay? The reason they're able to do that is because they are huge, they bring in tons of business, and they have the means to do it. They probably have the printing presses, the software, whatever it needs to do this on the fly, and they can do it on demand per order. All right? In that model, there is no investment or risk from the content creator themselves. I would invest no money into it. It's just you guys go to the site, order the merch, I make a couple bucks off each sale, they make a bunch of money off each sale, and you get a piece of merch. Okay? That's what I always did back in the day with first it was Cafe Press, and then it was Teespring. That's what I did with those businesses. There was never any cost on my end. They incurred the cost. Okay? The other model that you're thinking of is more of the small business model, where I would have to invest a ton of my own money to buy and produce shirts en masse, whether it's shirts, sweatshirts, whatever it would be. And then once I've already pre-purchased them, they are stored somewhere, usually an off-site warehouse, and then people can order them on demand, and they are shipped from that warehouse directly to them, and that's how I make my money on the back end. But that requires me to invest the money first. I've done that before too. I did that over a decade ago when we were making the t-shirts for Project 7. Okay? I invested a ton of money into buying all those t-shirts and pre-producing them in the hopes that we would sell them at conventions and then online. Okay? Now, when you're suggesting working with a small business, there is not a single small business in the United States of America that is going to say, oh yeah, we know Darkside Phil. We'll just, of the goodness of our own hearts, produce all of your merchandise completely for free. We'll front all the production cost of everything for you. And therefore, people can just order it out of our warehouse and buy it, you know, because we trust that you're going to sell merchandise. That will never happen. Okay? Small businesses will require you to do the investment model, where you have to put your money into it first, pre-produce all the merch first, and then it's up to you to push that merch and sell it on the internet. Okay? I don't have that money. I don't have any money to invest in merchandise. Zero. I have $0 right now that I can invest in merchandise. Okay? So, that's never going to happen. Alright? I have to go for a model of one of these businesses on the internet that are order-based. And sadly, the ones that are out there, I hate to say it, are businesses that are, how can I say? I mean, I know this sounds really dumb, but essentially they're kind of left-leaning. Meaning, if they get bombarded with complaints by my trolls saying, did you know that Phil in the past said this racist thing and said this sexist thing and did that? And then they bombard them with quotes that I did a decade ago, 15 years ago. Or out of context quotes of my content that literally that's not what I'm saying, but they make it sound like I am, because anything out of context can make it sound like you said something awful, right?
I mean, that's a very good fucking point, to be fair. Because, for example,
My biggest fans are idiots.
there you go, that's kind of out of context, but at the same time, Phil legitimately said those words in that particular order. So yeah, it's an interesting fucking point there, yeah. As it's just Phil on siege mode here from Phil. It's a shame siege mode is not in the card, but yeah. Phil, Phil fucking hating on the fucking liberals. These liberals that own these fucking t-shirt companies. I do. Phil, it's... You get what you fucking deserve for being a toxic piece of shit all these fucking years.
And they bombard them with that shit. And they're gonna, well, we don't want to bother with that. Our business won't be associated with someone like that. And then they just say, okay, well, forget it. We're not going to partner with you. And they, you know, and the problem is they won't do it up front because all these businesses are automated. So I'll make my page, I'll make a whole page of designs, and everyone will start to order, and then all of a sudden they'll get 400 troll complaints, and then they'll just shut my page down. So all that work and effort of someone designing merch and stuff for me, and then me loading it in there and setting it up, and everyone's placing orders, and then they all get canceled. So what's the point, right? That's the thing. I've asked you guys, are there any third-party sites that will consider doing this? And people sent me some suggestions. None of them are, like, one of them was like, you need to have over 1 million subscribers on your YouTube channel or social network for us to do business with you. So it said. And I was like, well, I don't have that. I have 200,000 on my YouTube channel, right? And maybe you combine all my YouTube channels together and my social media, maybe I've got like 300,000, 350 tops. I'm nowhere near 1 million. So without having that level of clout, I guess, these businesses won't do business with you. And the ones that are out there that are the freebies, they all just bend over to complaints of it. And you know, my trolls will always just lie and say fucked up stuff about me. That's not true. And these idiots just believe it because they'd rather err on the side of caution than get in trouble, I guess, for selling merch from someone who's considered, you know, a racist or something, which you guys know I'm not. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, really? Oh, really, Phil? You're not a racist? I think most of the time would disagree with that based on what they've fucking seen you fucking say and do over the fucking years, would you? I mean, when I can make a compilation of all your racist fucking, all the times you said a racist fucking thing, you know, when a compilation can be made of it, you know you're probably a fucking racist.
So, I can't work with a small business to do merch. As much as the suggestion seems like it would work, it would not work. Okay? Let's continue. Let's see here.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Phil used to make his fucking top 10 most racist moments list. I can't believe I forgot about that thing. Yeah. Phil used to even fucking embrace his own racism. And he had his own channel, his top 10 racist moments of particular years. And, surprisingly, you might be surprised to hear this, but Phil doesn't want to try and emphasise that particular moment in his history anymore. But yeah, Phil used to make his own racist compilations from his own content, from the things he used to fucking say. I wish I could find it easily. I don't think I can. Hold on. Give me a second to see if I can find it. Give me just like a wee quick second here. Let's see if I can find it very quickly. I might be able to find it quickly, depending on just, you know. Can we just give me a second here, Give me a second, can I find it? Give me a second, just give me a second here, I'm searching. Maybe I need to search that instead. Give me 1 wee second here, but I'll be done soon trying to fucking search a shit. Where are you? There used to be, it was on Odyssey before. I'm trying to search Odyssey for Phil's, like, fucking list of fucking racist moments, but I can't fucking find them. It's annoying me. Damn it. I give up. I tried to find it on Odyssey, I can't find it. I'm not going to waste too much fucking time. But Phil legitimately used to have a top 10 racist moments thing.
It's been a while since you did a Game Pass Marathon. So many different games will be fun to do again. Dark Tide, Call of the Wild, The Angler, Party Animals, Lamplighters League, Broforce, and many more. Let's do it. Alice Madness returns. You played in 2011. It'd be awesome to see it run. All right. Can I be honest with you guys? You guys suggesting games for me to play is a waste of everybody's time. Yours and mine. I'm not playing those games right now. Right now, it's the middle of the busiest gaming season of the year. I'm backlogged on the new games I'm playing. There's more new games coming out. There's new games I skipped. I'm not playing a Game Pass Marathon right now. So, I get it, but your suggestions like that are something for when there's downtime, not for now. So, putting it in the suggestion box now is a waste of your and my time. Knights of the Old Republic 2, let's play. Okay, waste of time. Cut out the Q&A sections of your podcast, make it special again for Ask the King, and play Lost Odyssey. Well, here's the thing, okay?
I want to remind everyone it's been 7 months since he's done an Ask the King. And technically it's a fucking Patreon perk. Every 2 months. It's a bi-monthly show, I mean, apparently. And one of the Patreon perks is you get your own fucking question for Ask the King. And he has not done it now for over half a year. So yeah, removing the Q&A segments would actually fucking be beneficial for him, so he could fucking then actually have reasons to do Ask the King.
Ask the King has absolutely 1,000,000% gone completely neglected this year. We have not done an episode of Ask the King since...
What do you mean we? You have not done it. We don't fucking blame your audience for fucking not doing a goddamn episode. You have not done a fucking episode of it.
March? I think? Because I think the last episode was supposed to be in May. And what ended up happening was when May came, we were busy. And everyone was like, you don't need to do Ask the King. You're so busy. You know, you answer people's questions every day, right? So just do it later. So I said, we'll do it in June. Street Fighter's out. Do it later. We'll do it in July. And now this is going on. Now do this, do that. You see? And all year Ask the King just got forgotten. We haven't done Ask the King all year long. Now.
Shut up, bitch. Give me a wee second here. Apparently Unsalted has found the Racist Moments video. Give me a second here. I'll see if I can find pull up here. Give me a second. YouTube.com/. Oh my god, you actually fucking did find it. Hold on. So this might look like a detractor video, but I swear to you, this is a video that DSP himself made. DSP legitimately made this fucking video.
It's DSP's Top 10 Fan-Voted Racist Remarks of 2010. Oh, mamma mia, can I believe it's a number 5? Voted as number 5 by the fans is my Italian accent, which I use from time to time, and sometimes I use it. Notably, I used it last year in Assassin's Creed 2. If you remember at the beginning of that game, it was "I push at the baby," and then also "It's a mia Mario." But in this game this year, there weren't as many notable lines, so what I did is kind of when I was playing the game, I went around and just kind of messed around a little bit with it, and it was a little bit funny here and there. So voted number 5, here it is, my Italian accent in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Here's a couple clips.
All right. I must follow shit. I'm already behind. Mamma mia. Uncle Mario, I'm hungry. Can we get a pizza? Maybe a calzone. Where you going? Oh shit! When you're an assassino, you need to have a cleaner underwear all day because you constantly be shitting yourself. Is that the fine climbing? Yeah.
Welcome back,
Hey, hello. It's a Jenny. It's a my lovely Jenny. Hello. Oh, hello, Maria. Mucho bene, Veronica.
Better. Thanks to you. Makes you think I have class.
I could tell the moment I saw you. No one in this town walks with such bearing. I'm certain Ezio Auditore himself would be impressed.
Oh, what do you know of Ezio?
Claudia thinks the world of him, but he rarely visits her. From what I gather, he's distant.
She is right. I have been.
Oh no. You? The party was intended to be a surprise. Promise you not.
It's a party for him.
What will you do to keep me quiet?
Ooh, hey now.
Sure, I can think of several things.
Oh yes, let us discuss these in detail. we must have a long dissertation on these events when we get to this white fucking cone thing. Yes.
This is boring as fuck, but yes, please believe me, Phil made this video. Phil celebrated his racist moments back in the fucking day. And then I guess he got a bit too fucking scared of getting in trouble, and so he hid the videos on his channel. I don't think he deleted the videos, I think he actually just fucking hid them. So there you go. Thank you very much. I think it was Unsalted. Was it Unsalted Skies that found that? So yeah, thank you. I'll just scroll up and see. I think it was Unsalted that found it. Yeah, Unsalted Skies, I think, found it, yeah. And yet he made these like fucking all the time back in the fucking day. It was ridiculous. Anyway, fucking hey, Otters. It should be Otters. Where are you? There you are. And here, yep, there's still Otters there as well, just kicking the crap at each other. Fantastic. Cool. Otters are still there. Here we go. But look at this shit, super chat. Like, loving your snorts and acts. Keep up. That was leaned. Somebody was like saying, I love your snorts and acts, and they got leaned by Phil for it. Anyway, crack on with the bingos. Plenty to go still, you know what I mean? Like, we're behind by over an hour. I'm going to go 1.5 speed. So Phil can keep, you know, rejecting all these suggestions from his suggestion box.
Because I haven't done Ask the King. Are we missing anything? No, right? Why aren't we missing anything? Because I'm an interactive streamer. And every day I do a podcast where I talk with you guys and we answer your questions, right? We go in depth a lot of the times with these questions and things like that when there's time, stuff like that. But I'm an interactive streamer now. And I told you guys like 3 years ago that I thought the Ask the King had become outdated. And I didn't really feel that I had a place in my content anymore because I was answering your questions live all day, every day, especially chill streams. Like whenever I'm playing a chill, relaxing game and we're talking almost the whole time, that's when we're getting a lot of questions, you know, discussed or whatever. So, because of that, the way I see it anyway, it is obsolete. But people kind of demanded over the years, no, it's your longest running legacy show. We absolutely want to see you keep doing Ask the King, so please keep it in the rotation. So I did. But then this year is the year where it kind of like hit the fan. And if you haven't noticed, no one's asking for it. It's not like people are like, man, we're really missing Ask the King. We're so sad. No one has said that this year. I'm not even a single person has said that this year. Okay? So, it definitely feels to me like what I said would happen just kind of happened naturally. It wasn't like an active choice to say, let's just end Ask the King. It just kind of naturally happened where no one really needs it. There's no need for it. I used to do a holiday Ask the King for Thanksgiving every year. Do we need to do it this year? Not really, right? What's the point? We're talking every day. So, in my opinion, I don't really see the point. Now, this person says, just don't do any Q&A whatsoever on any of your daily streams. Instead, just save it for Ask the King. So you want me to never answer questions? Never. Wow. Cut out all Q&A sections of podcasts and content so you can do Ask the King again. Is that what you guys really want? You never want me to talk to you guys and answer your questions ever on stream. If you ask me a question, sorry, we're withholding that question. And if you would like a good answer, save that for Ask the King, which is coming up in 3 weeks. Submit it in the forum, right? Submit it in the post, right? That's what you're saying. You don't want me to ever answer any questions at all. Do you see my point? The whole thing is I'm an interactive streamer. We have conversations, we have fun, right? I do feel like the one thing that's lacking when we don't do Ask the King, the one thing that's lacking, if someone asks me a question where we could get into a really in-depth answer, if there's a big story or a history behind it, right? Because that's happened. Someone asks me a question, I'm like, well, actually, I got this big story to tell you about it, about my past, and let's do this, and then the answer's like 20 minutes long. You know, you don't get 20-minute long answers, usually, on a podcast or in the midst of a game playthrough. You're just not going to get that level of answer because we're moving. We're constantly moving. We're on to the next thing. We're continuing with the gameplay. We can't hold up the stream, right? So I understand that in that case, okay, I definitely understand that there's something lacking. And maybe it does stand to reason that every once in a while we should do an Ask the King. Maybe we should bring back Ask the King for Christmas. Maybe we absolutely should do Holiday Ask the King. A Christmas-themed Ask the King where you could have burning questions you had all year that I didn't answer, holiday questions for the year end. We are so close to 100 episodes. I want to say we're like 3 episodes away from episode 100 for the show. And it absolutely could be the final episode of the entire series to end the series, right? It could be. So let's think about it, all right? And let me know. But would I stop doing Q&A on my podcast and other content to save all questions for Ask the King? No, that's ridiculous. I mean, I became an interactive streamer in 2017. That's what I signed up for, to answer people's questions, right? Play Lost Odyssey. I'd love to play Lost Odyssey, but again, these random game suggestions don't help. Will I ever stream or post videos in 4K resolution? I'm not opposed to it, okay? What I will say is this. Sadly, a lot of games, even though they run at 4K, they will not run at 60 frames per second. And I'm just starting to enjoy the fact that in the last 1 to 2 years, the vast majority of games that I've been playing can be played at 60 frames per second.
Oh, shut up, you fucking dick. Francesco's asking for something. I'm going to try and find it. Give me a second here. Phil had a very interesting segment on his React show the other night relating to... hold on. I'll just show you the clip. I think it's what... The thing that Francesco's asking for, I'm not sure, is the thing that I'm thinking about, because it happened the other night. Hold on. It was. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I found. Okay, so Snort Hogan clip once again. Snort Hogan comes to the rescue. So keep in mind that Phil committed several minutes talking on the subject of incest.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Snort, snort, snort.
Hogan.
Drip, snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. The next question. This one's gonna blow you guys away. You ready for this? Here we go. Listen to this question, everyone. I swear to you, you're gonna be like, what in the hell is going on? Here we go. Do you think incest can be morally neutral? Why or why not? The main objection towards incest is birth deformities. What about same-sex relationships? What would be the objection there? You can't say it's weird or gross because that would be an objection towards emotion and not logic. You can't say it's wrong because society says it's wrong. You can't appeal to society because society gets things wrong all the time, like gay marriages. You can't say society has progressed and evolved from incest because society's progress doesn't inherently determine moral neutrality. Moral assessments are typically based on potential harm or consent. So what exactly is wrong with two 18-year-old brothers or sisters having a sexual relationship, assuming there's no power dynamics that are at play? Yes, someone actually is trying to ask me, a random game streamer on YouTube, this question, and expecting that I'm going to have an intelligent answer. All right? However, are you ready for this? Here is my quick take on it. All right? It's this simple. On this planet Earth, you can do whatever you want. There's no one out there that can stop your action. What they can stop is the consequences to your action. Do you understand? So, excuse me, what they can't do is have consequences for your actions, what I meant to say. You can have any relationship you want on Earth. You could be in love with your brother or sister. You could be in love with a rock. You could be in love with an elephant. You do whatever you want, right? But then you have to live with the consequences, correct? And I think that's what a lot of people have issues with, is they don't understand how consequences work in life. So they think, is there free will? Is there not? Is there this? Is there that? Well, in life, you have to live with consequences of what you do, correct? Personally, for me, if you're saying you're looking for a romantic partner on this planet, correct? Does it not make more sense to find a romantic partner of someone out there who you have not spent a significant amount of time of your life with, but you find someone who's the right person and you have that time period where you get to know them better, you find out what your similarities are, what your differences are, you essentially find that one in a million who's right for you. Now, even that statement may be an over-exaggeration, because in reality, do you really think that everyone who falls in love is one in a million? Probably not. Probably, you know, it's people who, they find someone who they get along with, and then they want to spend the rest of their life with, because they get along and they support each other and they love each other, etc., etc. It's probably not a one in a million thing, correct? However, when it comes to who on earth are we going to be romantic with, if you're someone you've already grown up with, someone who spent a significant amount of your time with, a brother, a sister, a family member already, right? Doesn't really have much meaning, does it? In my opinion, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, of all the people who I'd want to spend the rest of my life with, it's not the people I spent my young years with. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I love my family, but for me to have a romantic relationship with someone for the rest of my life, I want to have someone who I went out there and I found someone who was meaningful to spend time with, who isn't me or isn't part of that core family that I've already have been forced to be with. Do you understand?
No, I'm not counting that meaningful as part of the bingo. This is not live DSP.
Understand? Like, that's romance, is you find someone out there who you really connect with, but you've been through different life experiences, you've been through different things. Your brother and sister, you have not been, you're living in the same house. You've essentially had the same life, right? Especially your formative years. That doesn't make any sense to me at all, that people would want to be with someone who's a family member or anything like that. If anything, listen, do you like to get together with your family around the holidays or for special events or whatever, keep them close? Sure, you care about them, you love them, a platonic love of your family. But I wouldn't ever romantically fall in love with someone I was growing up with as a family member. That just, it doesn't even, that whole idea of romantic love doesn't make sense to me. It's not the same. You see what I mean? I don't think it is the same. Perhaps people are misunderstanding what it is, what romance even is, romantic love. That could be what it is. If that's the only kind of love and affection you've ever felt in your life was from your direct family members, then maybe that's why you have messed up thoughts in your head about romance. You know what I mean? And maybe some people, sadly, that's been their whole life. And they don't have a better situation. They don't understand what it means to actually romantically be in love with someone. For me, I want, you know, me and my wife, we come from totally different backgrounds. We do. And that's an amazing thing, that we bring our own life experiences into the relationship we have together to make a unique union. It's those different experiences that allow us to become almost a whole that works together. If we were people who grew up in the same situation, the same house, the same everything, you're two of the same person. How is that anything that's meaningful? You know what I'm saying? So, very simply put, it's, you know, it has nothing to do with societal norms. It has to do with the whole notion of what romance really should be, or what it is. That's my take on it. But the thing is, you can do whatever you want. In life, you could have romance with anything. You could have romance with this Xbox 3 controller right now, if you really wanted to. I don't think anyone's going to stop you. But does it really have meaning? That's the real question. Okay. All right. I bet that they thought it was going to be really stupid, my answer. I tried to at least give you a decent answer for that, okay? All right. Let's now get back to the videos and reacting to the videos at hand.
Jesus Christ, man. That was, yeah, I've seen that before, but fuck me, man. So, yeah. Yeah, that's DSP's take on incest. Make of that what you will. Apparently Discord's working. I didn't realise Discord was actually not working before, but apparently Discord's working again. Jesus, man. Like, okay, Nicole, no worries. Right, right. Let's just crack on with bingo. We're fucking falling behind, you know, we're a whole hour behind or whatever. I was pretty saying it's okay if I write defense post. I mean, the thing is though, I mean, what the fuck? It's a game and fucking, he's a gamer. And he answered a question, like, very thoughtfully, and he's basically telling people do what you want in terms of fucking incest. Like, Phil, dude, come on. For all the times for Phil to not sit in the fence You know, is that time right there? Oh god. But yeah, the suggestion box is a complete waste of time. I'd probably say it's a disaster. It is. Because Phil's basically just saying no to every single suggestion that requires him to put extra fucking effort.
It seems like the first time in 100 years that that's possible, right? It's stupid that games have taken this long to have 60 frames as a standard option, performance to be a standard option in a new release. But you're not going to get that at 4K, right? In addition, 4K resolution is an incredibly high required bitrate for both broadcasting and recording. I think I could do it. Even if I wanted to do it now, I probably could. But I think the question would actually be more of, could people watch it? It's such a high bitrate. Who could watch it 4K? Who has that internet that can even handle that, right? And on top of that, no, with my current hardware, I can't do 4K. My current hardware, the highest resolution it'll do is 1080p. I can't even do 1440p if I wanted to. All this capture stuff I'm using only does 1080p, okay? So even if I wanted to do up to 4K, it does 4K pass-through, but it does not do 4K resolution. So I would need a full hardware upgrade. I would need a better PC, better capture device, a full-on, and that's the one thing we've avoided. We've literally upgraded everything else, right? My TV, my game consoles, my capture device, my lighting, my camera. I mean, you go through every piece here has been upgraded in the last 2 to 3 years, everything but the PC. The PC is still the 9-year-old PC, and it still works. It's not really having any problems. It's allowing me to keep doing what I need to do, and anything but for anything like 1080p, I'm good. When I need to go to 4K, I guess that's going to be when we're forced to do that kind of an upgrade, okay? Okay. Go to a local Street Fighter tournament and play without online lag. Why? What's the point of that? Right? I don't even understand what the point of that would be. I have no aspirations to be a competitive Street Fighter player at all. I don't care about competitive Street Fighter anymore. I have no intentions to travel and put that kind of money and time investment into it. It would mean sacrificing being a variety content creator to do so. Quite honestly, and here's another funny part about this too, okay? If you didn't notice, when Street Fighter 6 came out, and there was tons of hype around the game. 2-3 months, man, people absolutely ate up every piece of content I put out of Street Fighter 6, right? As I learned the game, I got good at it, I got to master level with multiple characters. You know what I mean? It was good stuff. Now when I play it, it's all right, but you notice a lot of that hype is gone. Why? Because the hype for the game is played out. The game came out in June. It's November. You know, we're 5 months into a game or whatever. That hype will be depleted. And imagine, just imagine, if I had made that decision, that I'm going to commit that much time and effort, and by the way, that would have meant playing half the games that I've played between June and now. Literally, I would have had to skip half the releases that I've played, okay? It would have meant, instead of streaming like I do now, tons of Street Fighter, like every other stream would be Street Fighter, okay? And then traveling, going to tournaments and events. I would have had to attend a bunch of locals in Seattle and stuff like that. All for what, right? Just to get to a level where maybe I can semi-hang with people in the area, but what would it have been? What would have been the benefit of doing that? Because by now, the hype's already dead. So unless you're completely in the pro circuit and you're planning on being a pro player who's going to be like top level, making money playing these games, what benefit would that have done for me, right? So that's what I mean. Like, this is what people just don't understand. Excuse me. When it comes to competitive fighting games, the incredible amount of time, skill, effort, dedication, money, all this is an investment. It's all an investment to do it. And I've been there, done that. I've invested all that time, effort, money, skill, all that into it at one point in my life when I was in my 20s. And after the end of doing that for many, many years, I determined even then that was too much of a waste of all my life putting into Street Fighter. I didn't see the benefit, right? Even if today I were to be signed by an esports team to travel the world and all that, I still don't think it would be worth it. I still feel like there's not enough of a benefit, right? It's too much of a sacrifice. It means I wouldn't be able to spend time with my family. I wouldn't be able to put out the kind of content that I like for you guys, a variety of content. What's the point? So, go to locals and try to get good. And why? Why? I don't understand it. The gimmick would last one tournament. Phil went to one tournament and he either did good or he didn't or whatever, and then no one cares. So, so I don't get it. Like, what are we even talking about? Okay? Okay. Anyway, that's a lot of suggestions we've gone through. I think for today we will pause the suggestion box. That was a good 40 minutes of suggestions. Okay? Now, I would love to hear feedback. If you heard any of my responses to the suggestions and you want to follow up, leave comments on this video. Please give me your feedback and let me know what you think about what we just talked about. I need feedback. It's not just me talking to you, it's us having a dialogue. I want to hear what you think it is would be the benefit. For example, that whole idea of member Mondays or whatever. I don't get it. I just don't understand how that would work for me. That sounds like something that works for a giant streamer who's in demand. I'm not a giant streamer who's in demand. So how would that work for me, right? Again, what works for everyone else who's 10 times, 20 times, 50 times bigger than me does not work for me. I'm a small-time guy, so I have to do what works, right? Okay, let me blow my nose. And I'll be right back, and then we'll continue on with shout-outs and the like.
Again. He's blowing his goddamn nose again. But I'll say it again. Every single big, massive content creator was at one point in fucking time the same size of channel as DSP is currently at right now. So Phil should be fucking asking himself, when they were my size, what did they do to get more popular? What did they do to fucking make themselves grow? He's asking the wrong questions here.
Okay, thanks for being patient. So, to reiterate, if you want to have a dialogue about the stuff we're talking about from the suggestion box, respond to this video, leave a comment. I'll see it. If I see the comment and it's pertinent, we can have a conversation back and forth. I will highlight that comment and I will talk about it on tomorrow's show. Okay? Fair enough? That's how we're going to do this. I'm not putting up another suggestions box for November yet, because we got to get through the one for October 1st. It would make no sense for me to have another one already when we're addressing things now that very well could address your concern first. But that was like, no exaggeration, that was like, what, 5, 6 suggestions we got through, right? Out of how many? So this is going to take weeks and weeks and weeks for us to get through the suggestions box before we get to the new stuff. So let's write it out. All right, guys? Okay. So let's do shout-outs. We start off with Game Master, Mr. Game Master, who did a super chat earlier. Thank you, Mr. Game Master. Then he did a second super chat for $10. I appreciate that. And he says the following. I asked about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League last night. You said it looked horrible. You both agree it looks like another Redfall. We need justice for Batman. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened, right? I don't know what happened. How did they go from making the Batman Arkham trilogy to that? Unless, I hate to say it, unless the game studio is so... It's very possible that the management at Rocksteady have looked at all the games in the last decade. Because if you remember, Batman Arkham City came out in 2015. So we're talking almost a decade now since the last game that they put out. And it very well could be that around them, they saw the games industry evolve. They saw the era of the games as a service game. Games such as Destiny, the Tom Clancy games, right? Apex Legends and other online co-op shooter games, Fortnite, right? And they saw this whole industry evolve around them and said, man, we really blew it, because when we did Arkham City, we did a season pass. So everyone paid the $30 extra, and we provided them with the Batmobile tracks, a bunch of skins, the Batgirl expansion, and we made some extra money, but it wasn't games as a service. It was like people played that one time for that one expansion. We made our money, and that was it. And then we're left, you know, for the last 8+ years, you know, reliant on the revenue that we made on the Batman Arkham trilogy in order to make new games, rather than having that games as a service continuous revenue model. And it sounds to me like that's definitely where they decided to try to go with their new game. That they would, let's cash in. People know that our games are good, so let's make a games as a service model where it's going to be looter shooter, team up with your friends. It looks like Fortnite, but it plays edgy like Batman, you know. And I don't know, like, it really could be that the management are just out of touch. I feel like a lot of games that are being pushed at this point are just too little too late. Like, it almost seems to me like they were going for the same thing that just happened with Gotham Knights, where a lot of superhero games were going to try to be games as a service like Avengers was. They all thought Avengers was going to be a hit and was going to be a monster seller, and all tracking was saying that Avengers was going to do well, and then it was the complete polar opposite. It flopped, it destroyed Crystal Dynamics, it destroyed Square Enix, the biggest waste of money ever. And because of that, they all had to scramble. Oh crap, we just worked 5 years on a game to try to make a superhero games as a service game, and now it's not going to work. We got to change our game. Look what they did with Gotham Knights. It absolutely looks like that was going to be a looter shooter team up game with, you know, content piecemeal, games as a service, and they had to change the model entirely so that people would buy and play it. So maybe that's what's happening with Suicide Squad. I don't know. This is all speculation. But yeah, it's unfortunate because, as you know, we trust Rocksteady. They did such an outstanding job with the Arkham trilogy, and now 8 years removed from making a game, what is going on? They show us a game that looks so bad compared to what they've already put out, and just doesn't look like in the spirit of anything that people wants to play right at this point. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. So I guess we're going to find out. But yeah, it's sad. I do hope they recover, and I hope the game ends up being good. But right now, you know, from what we saw, it did not look very good. 672 did a super chat. I'm scared to leave a suggestion, my tribal chief. Well, I'm sorry that you are a scaredy cat. I can't make you man up and not be cowardly. So I would say if you can do something, maybe you could read some books about self-confidence. There's a lot of motivational speakers out there that perhaps could give you a little confidence boost. But I think you'll do all right. I think you should post up your suggestion. We'll see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could possibly happen? I roast you? I roast you anyway. So you might as well get double roasted, and everyone has a good double roast. You ever had a double roast? Those are delicious.
Why? So, I have no sympathy whatsoever for 672 because he actually chooses to come back to this fucking sort of abuse. He chooses to fucking stay and endure this abuse. He's like some sort of battered fucking wife who just fucking won't leave that abusive husband. He goes back time and time again and puts up with Phil's abuse on a regular fucking basis. So he deserves everything he fucking gets, in my opinion. If he doesn't want to fucking abandon Phil despite all that fucking treatment, then that's his own goddamn fucking fault.
Robust flavor. Anyway. So, there you go. All right. I have one tip so far today. A $2 tip. Really? Someone tipped $2. So I'm glad you didn't watch any more of a Jason video. It looked inappropriate. It could have gotten your stream and channel shut down. I don't know what it was. I know what video you're talking about. On the reaction yesterday, it goes, here's a video of Jason Voorhees. And it shows a guy putting his hand down a girl's throat. I was like, that's it, we're done. I don't even care what it is. I literally don't even give two shits what this is. I'm stupid. That's enough for me. Right on to the next video. So there you go. Thank you for the anonymous $2 tip. Yeah, I have no idea what it was because I tell you guys I don't watch the videos ahead of time. I don't know what they are. Interestingly enough, the video was not flagged as adult content. But, you know, who knows who flags these things? Okay. Will I review? Okay, so now we're gonna open up chat to open Q&A. If you'd like to ask me a question, please tag me in the chat. And of course, if any contributions come in, I will shout them out. Okay? So I'm being asked, am I gonna watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Don't you think that boat is kind of sailed? Like if I was gonna watch that, it would have been last week when it came out, and I was sick, I couldn't watch it. And now who cares? Like who gives two shits about that now, right? So I would say no. I'm not gonna watch it. I've heard it's awful. I don't like the games, so I'm probably not gonna like the movie. Halloween's over. No one's asking me to watch horror movies, so I think we're gonna move on. Okay. Okay. So what would you guys like to talk about for the rest of the show? We have a little bit of extra time before we jump into Alan Wake 2 here. I did just clear my throat, and I did just drink some water. Thank you. Am I gonna play RoboCop? Oh my god, these fucking people. I'm gonna wait for another question. I had 2 mean to 672, and you demand that I apologize to him. I didn't really do anything too bad to him. Right? Did I? I mean, he was being a jerk the other day, and he got called out. Rightfully so, he got called out. And he tried to lie and say he didn't say what he said when he absolutely said it. And he knows he did, by the way. But, outside of that...
He said 3 words. The 3 words that 672 said was, too much work. Phil interpreted that as a dig at him, and he lost his goddamn mind. All because 672 said, too much work.
I haven't done anything mean to him, or, you know... Or anything. I should say I haven't done anything more so to him or more inappropriate to him that I wouldn't just say to any common person here. I mean, if you're really offended at the things that I'm saying at you, I'm joshing you in chat, I mean, you're probably in the wrong place then, right? Okay. Favorite console of all time is the Super Nintendo. I'm not going to answer any questions about, am I playing a certain game? I've already answered you a million times answers about the games I'm playing right now and what I plan on playing soon, and then we tackle other stuff after. I'm not going to answer every specific game, because it's just a waste of everyone's time. Excuse me. Cyber says, a members only stream would not work. People would restream it, and we all get bombed with detractor content when we watch you because YouTube is broken so people would know anyway. There you go. What's for dinner tonight? I have no idea. Depends on what my wife is up to. She has not cooked all week, rightfully so. She's been sick. You know, we have options. She has a couple beets.
What have you made then? What have you made all week in her stead? And she's fucking too sick to make dinner. What have you been making for dinner? You said you have no idea. So no. Hold on. Hold on. Apparently, I almost said mom. Let's see. Did Phil almost say mom there?
Stream would not work. People would restream it, and we all get bombed with detractor content when we watch you because YouTube is broken so people would know anyway. There you go.
Let's slow it down.
What's for dinner tonight? I have no idea. Depends on what my wife is up to.
He did.
What's for dinner tonight? I have no idea. Depends on what my wife is up to.
Oh my god, he actually fucking did almost say my mom again. Oh, he caught himself just in fucking time. He caught himself just in time this time, but yeah, definitely he was going to fucking say that shit.
What's for dinner tonight? I have no idea. Depends on what my wife is up to. She has not cooked all week, rightfully so. She's been sick. You know, we have options. She has a couple bakes to make. Like she can make. I think we have tuna casserole or a spaghetti bake. Or
hold on, she has a couple of bakes to make. Why aren't you making the fucking shit, Phil? Why can't you make anything? I imagine you've been getting DoorDash all fucking week because he's such a lazy bastard to fucking make anything.
Well, it's more of an Italian bake. I don't think it's spaghetti specifically. A gumbo with a roux, or I think also tortellini soup. So it really depends on what she feels like is what we're gonna have for dinner. Oh, my freaking nose is really bothering me today. It's pissing me off. Sorry, guys. Let me blow it very quickly here. Oh, okay.
No,
it's
that time.
absolutely disgusting. Hold on. Ugh. Disgusting. I've had enough, but it looks like it's gonna last another week. Joel Law says, question about Like a Dragon. Now that they're putting Cosmic Kiryu back in the spotlight, with Ichiban and Kasuga, which protagonist do you prefer? I don't know. We haven't even seen them side by side yet. I can't answer questions like that. We've had one game with Ichiban. We've had a bunch of games with Kazuma. We've never seen them interact. We've never seen a game where they swap yet. How can I answer that question? But, jeez. While reviewing Christmas movies in December, that's the intention. That is the intention that, yes, I will be doing holiday-themed reviews and things over the course of maybe late this month into next month. So we'll see. I'm probably going to do a suggestions thread where people can post up things they would like to see me review. Ugh. What's up?
Okay, just for you, Brian, I'll give you some...
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16 and...
I pressed the wrong button. Calm down, I pressed the wrong button. My bad, I pressed the wrong fucking button. The thing is, I try and do something nice for Brian to play a fucking song. I pressed the end stream button by mistake. Hold on. Is there a way? Shit, I don't know. Shit, damn it. God damn it. No, it's not Brian's fault, it's my fault, of course. It's my fucking fault. I'm not blaming Brian. It's my fault for pressing the wrong fucking button. I want to test whether this works or not. Like, if I hold the button in, will it end the thing I'm doing for it? Will it end the request? I think so. I think me pressing it again has ended it. So yeah. I think I've cancelled the end of the fucking stream thing. We'll see. I guess we'll find out in a fucking, a minute or so. Jesus fucking Christ, I pressed the wrong fucking button. I'm such a dumbass. I do apologise, but yeah, I mean, there's only one thing I can fucking say about me pressing the wrong fucking button.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Right.
There you go, Brian. I finally got to it in the fucking end. I finally pressed the right fucking button. My bad, guys. I do apologise. We're still playing Bingo, of course. It's not over yet.
Dax McGain, how you doing? When am I going to distribute game codes? Well, I had some game codes that were donated, and I said that I was going to try to wait for a big event like the Halloween event, and then the Halloween event didn't happen. So I guess we'll wait till the adpocalypse. Why not? Why not give out a bunch of games during the celebration of commercialism and blowing of money frivolously? I'll give some stuff away. So I guess we'll do it then, right? We'll probably have a lot of people on stream that day, too. Yes, I like Lost Judgment. I did an insanely huge completion playthrough of it. What's my favorite kind of pie? Tough question. I really like apple pie. I like cherry pie. I like other berries, like blueberry pie and stuff like that. It's good too. So that's a really tough question because I like all of it. Has to be fruit though. Like I'm not a big into like chocolate and stuff like that. You know how they do different decadent cream peanut butter pie. That's too much. I like fruit pies. Am I going with Alan or Saga today? Oh, we're continuing on with Alan. He had just hit a movie theater, and so that's what we're gonna do. His movie theater plotline today. Are RPGs still my favorite genre? I never said they were. They're one of my favorites. RPGs and fighting games are two huge that I really love, but it's definitely, I don't know if it's overall my favorite. Do I like fishing? Yes. No, I've never had a mac and cheese with maple syrup. That sounds disgusting. I've never had a meat pie whatsoever. I guess the closest thing I've ever had to a meat pie would have been like a chicken pot pie, which I've had and I like those, but I've never had a meat pie per se, so I don't know if I would enjoy it or not. Would I try pumpkin spice chicken wings? Probably not. That sounds disgusting. Game Master, I'm still playing Yakuza. Yes, I don't care what IGN reviewed it. I don't care what IGN does. IGN is the worst judge of anything. But I'm definitely playing it. Thank you, Game Master.
Okay, so we have 100 likes. Thank you very much, guys, for liking the stream so much that we have 100 likes. We've earned a second free space on this card, and not only do we have a free space, but we also get to, guys, you also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation that Pixar Animations so very kindly made for us all to enjoy. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper. That's a good cat. There we go. We have 2 free spaces. Thank you, guys. We're 5 snorts away from another free space, and we're 5 burps away from yet another. We might fucking win this bingo thanks to free spaces. We've got 2 so far, which means technically we're only 2 away.
Asking the super chat. I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. Thank you to 1 Minute Man.
Shocking.
Appreciate that, as always, of course. Your daily support of all my content. Biggest contribution so far today. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Thank you for that. All right. No, I've never dyed my hair, not once. Nope. Never even owned a hair dyeing product myself. Which older mainline Metal Gear Solid game would I replay with a full remake? Any of them. I like apple pie. I like peach pie. Nah, the pumpkin. I never was a big fan of pumpkin pie. I think it's just okay. I don't know why people love pumpkin pie so much, but it's funny because my wife loves pumpkin pie. She's like in love with it. She's like one of her favorite, if not her favorite pies. I'm like, I like fruit. The preload begins November 8th for Modern Warfare 3. That's ridiculous. I heard it's huge though, right? Isn't it like over 200 gigs, some insanely huge size? So probably what I'll do, I'll probably go ahead and immediately start deleting games. Like I'll get rid of Sonic Superstars. I'll get rid of Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'll get rid of Lies of P, because that's already been uploaded to the cloud. I'll get rid of... It's funny because I pre-downloaded City Skylines 2, but I don't think it ever worked. Actually, I don't think the game ever worked at all on console, for whatever reason, so I got rid of that. I think the only other game I have installed on here is Fallout 3, which is not going to be... I just booted it by accident. I don't think it's going to be any big game or anything. No, it's 6 gigs. That's like nothing. So I should be good when it comes to hard drive space. I should have tons of space on here. Oh, yeah. I have 532.9 gigs free on my Xbox. So even with over 200 gigs for Modern Warfare 3, I'll still have enough space on here for Like a Dragon Gaiden and even another probably few games. So, I mean, no problems right now. I think we're good. What else is on here? Portal 2 and Proteus. Actually, Proteus apparently isn't even on Game Pass anymore. They removed it, so I wouldn't even be able to play it, so I might as well uninstall it. Yeah. That was one from like 2 years ago we were going to play. We never got around to it. Portal is 5 gigs, so I'll leave that on there. So I have Alan Wake 2, Fallout 3, Portal 2, Starfield, and Street Fighter 6. That's all I got on here. So I've got more than enough space on here, which is great. That means no worries with this insanely huge Call of Duty game file coming. Oh. No, I'm not doing the podcast on Instagram Live. It's 200 gigs because the Modern Warfare 2 content, if you delete Modern Warfare 2 content, it's lower. Like what, though? Like what Modern Warfare 2 content is in it? Because I guess what you're saying is it probably has the campaign of Modern Warfare 2 and everything in it too, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably preload it over Thursday, so I'll have it, because like I said, I'll probably want to do it as the main stream on Friday, do 3 hours of multiplayer, really immerse myself, try to unlock all the guns and everything. So that'll be fun. You know, we had a lot of fun with the beta, with that freaking Juggernaut. Man, that Juggernaut kill streak is ridiculous. I wonder how easy it'll be in the final game to get. No, there's no smoke detector battery going off. I don't know what you heard. There's no smoke detector battery. Maybe you heard me deleting games on the Xbox. Maybe it made a noise. That might be what you heard.
I think I heard it as well. I thought it was fucking something at mine, but I did hear something before Phil fucking went and messed about with his fucking games there. I heard a very weird noise in the background from his end. I don't want to rewind because it was like fucking several minutes ago. But yeah, there was something weird that made a noise in the background. Okay, you know. It happened, I'm sure it happened, but Phil's denying it happened.
Do we usually do turkey, ham, or whatever for Thanksgiving? I said this a million times, I'm not a big turkey guy. I'll eat it, but I'm not a crazy aficionado of turkey like a lot of people are. I'm more of a fan of everything on Thanksgiving, all the sides and the variety of food you'll have. So what we did last year is we bought what's called a breast roast. It's basically just a turkey breast without all the legs and all the other things, just the breast. And then we did a bunch of other things. That's what we're going to do this year. We're going to buy that again, and we're going to get like cranberry sauce, rolls with butter, some kind of veggie, whether it's green beans or corn or something. We're going to have sides. My parents ordered us some sides, but we don't know what they are yet. Usually it's something like mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes or something like that. So we'll see what we get there, and we'll try to make a giant meal out of it, you know. But no, we don't go crazy, and we certainly don't like bake a giant turkey or anything like that. Cypress says, how do you get the memberships work? Can people gift others who have never seen your content before? Can you only get the people in chat? YouTube tracks statistics based on viewership history. So if you're someone who watches my content all the time, okay, and then someone drops a member bomb on the chat, you have a higher percentile chance of getting a gifted membership if you're someone who watches all the time. If you're someone who watches less frequently, then you're still in the running, but you're less of a chance. If you've never seen my content before, no, you're not just going to get a membership. What's happened is there were a couple times ages ago when they first started with the memberships where people tried to gift them and the system didn't register the data yet, so they basically just got refunded for all the gifted memberships. But ever since then, that was like over a year ago. Ever since then, it's worked smoothly. So yeah, if you gift memberships, YouTube does this calculation behind the scenes based on how often do you watch, you know, how many streams are you on and things like that, and it divvies it out appropriately. So the bigger fan you are, the more you watch, the more high of an increased chance that you will get a gifted membership on the channel. There you go. Really? Drew Corporate says, I noticed you can now buy gifted memberships on mobile now. I didn't know that. That must be something new because people always complain about that. That's cool. 672 says, thoughts on a Big Mac combo being $18 in some states in the United States. I mean, you have to be a moron to buy that. The Big Mac is 2 single cheeseburgers with bread, special sauce, pickles, and cheese, and lettuce. So you can buy 2 single cheeseburgers for what? $3? So why would you buy a Big Mac combo for $18? Like a fry is like what, $2? $3? So if you could buy the burgers for $3, the fries for $3, and a soda for $2, that's $8. Why would you spend $18 for the Big Mac? Right? And by the way, I would much prefer to eat 2 single cheeseburgers at McDonald's than a Big Mac. They're better. They have more on them. They have more condiments. They have the diced onions. They have more on them. All right. Anything else, guys? Oh, stupid nose.
Bruh.
If I had to choose for a long-awaited Valve sequel to come out, would I pick Portal 3 or Half-Life 3? Half-Life 3. Portal's great, but we want a real game with substance to the story. We don't just want puzzles, right? I like Portal just like anyone else, but I'd much rather have a game with substance, with combat and narrative and all this cool stuff rather than just constant puzzles. So.
Shut the fuck up!
I don't give a shit if Lightning McQueen is coming to Rocket League. I don't know why anyone would. Miss Theos, I guess you were not here earlier. I said that we will likely just give out game codes during the next marathon event, the Apocalypse, the ones I was going to give out during the Halloween event, because I want to do it during an event when there's a lot of people around, so. Yes, I watched HBO's The Last of Us and reviewed it. That was one of the very first reviews I ever did for DSP React earlier this year. That's what spurred me to start doing reviews on the channel, actually. All right. How would I feel about Left 4 Dead 3? Great, but it'll never get made. They already made Black for Blood, and it was their own version, and it sucked. So, it's never going to happen. No, we don't do politics talk, you know that. Maybe someday we will, but not today. Not today! We're gamers. We're here to chill and have fun and enjoy games together and have fun with each other's company, not to bitch about the politicking. Hold on, because I gotta blow my nose again. Yes, it's bothering me that bad today.
Yeah, at least he fucking muted this time. He actually muted the microphone this time again, so thank fuck for that. This has been a shit show of a fucking podcast, man. Yeah, a suggestion box where I ignored every suggestion. He had an excuse and a reason for why every suggestion was dumb and why he's always so fucking dumb. And basically, he fucking admitted that he treats 672 like he would treat anyone in his fucking chat. Abusively.
Well, it's a beautiful autumn day outside. The leaves are all turning a shade of orangish yellow right outside my window, which is really nice. I love the autumn. My favorite, I would say the autumn into early winter is my favorite time of year. Because you get all these awesome games, great weather, good holiday vibes and everything coming up, so it's good stuff. No, I'm not revealing my costume. I said we're saving it and we'll do it for a future event and or for next Halloween. With the amount of money I spent on the costume, there's no way that I'm going to waste the costume, so. Cyber says, I watch hours and hours of DSP Reacts. I'm catching up through the years. I'm on 2014. I literally, hours of content you provided. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, that channel before was a React channel. It was a vlogging channel. So you're talking all those years. I put out so much different kinds of content on that channel that's still available to watch. You could watch endless amounts of content from over a decade on that channel. It was only February of this year that I rebranded it to DSP Reacts, and it now has all that weekly React content and everything on it. What difference does weather make in my line of work? Comfort. When it's too hot outside, this office heats up. It's incredibly uncomfortable in here. You know, entire spring into summer into early fall, I have the air conditioner blasting, no fresh air. That's terrible. And then when I take it out, if it's still warm, I'm in here sweating it out, and it's just no way to get comfortable. Now it's perfect weather. It's absolutely perfect weather right now for what we're doing. No, I never really took calls. The calls you're seeing, I did no exaggeration. I used to do a podcast that was very different than this show. Okay, it wasn't a daily podcast. It didn't have a good format, quite honestly. It was just every once in a while I'd just do a random show. And the idea was that at one point I would take callers over Skype. This is ancient. This is like 10 years ago, right? And I only did it a few times. You know, I only did callers in a few times, and the few times we did it, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And then the moment when I realized that these trolls were going to try to keep taking the opportunity to ruin it, I just stopped. And that was what, like 8 years ago? So people seem to reminisce about the weirdest things. Like people to this day will still say, "Oh man, I really missed that long-running cooking show you did." Long-running cooking show? You mean Poorly Cooking with the King, the joke show that was meant to be a parody of a cooking show, and it only ran like 10 episodes, and it only ran for like 6 months? I've been doing content for 15 years, and people act like, "Oh, I really missed that cooking show you used to do." I barely did it, right? Same thing, you know, doing a podcast with callers. I did like 4 shows that I ever took calls, and people like freak out. "Oh, I really missed that." Well, guess what? You are calling in right now. It's called the stream chat, right?
Yes, it's not the same fucking thing, Phil. Don't you fucking dare try and say it's the same goddamn thing. They're fucking in your chat, typing fucking messages. That's not a proper fucking conversation you're having with someone.
I worked in the food industry for a very long time. When I was a teenager, 15 years old, I worked in fast food all the way through my early college days, and then I actually went back to it again for a little bit after that. So,
fun fact, Phil used to toss salad at the mall.
Yes, I've been in the food industry. I'm sorry, Sarah. She says, I actually had the day off of work to watch your Halloween marathon. Then when you got sick, it ruined my week. But I'm looking forward to see the costume next year. I'm sorry.
Someone actually took a day off from their own work to watch Phil have a marathon, and it got cancelled. Cringe is all fuck. I don't think I would do that for any fucking content creator ever, personally. Don't fucking care who they are. Imagine like skipping work, using a holiday, your precious time that you've earned off from work to watch a content creator play a bunch of games and do a tier maker and fucking stuff his face full of food. What the fuck? Fuck off. Fuck off.
No, listen, it ruined my week too. Being sick ruined my week as well. It really shitty. I wish if only if only having the time off could have been something positive and productive, but instead it was me sitting in bed feeling like shit, wasting time, being sick. So I'm sorry that happened. Did I eat any of the food? You mean the fast food when I worked there? Yeah, I worked at a place. It was called Everything Yogurt and Salad Cafe. So it was fresh salads made to order, plus sandwiches like panini sandwiches, wraps, frozen yogurt, smoothies, ices, that kind of stuff. I never ate a salad there because I wasn't a salad eating teenager. I wasn't into salad, but I had many wraps, panini sandwiches, things like that I would eat there. And the smoothies too. I would make my own smoothies and frosties and things there as well. Yes, we had a panini press, correct. What's up, Jade? How you doing? How you feeling? I don't ever remember eating Chuck E. Cheese pizza. People talk about Chuck E. Cheese. I don't ever remember eating it. I've been there a couple times. I had a birthday party at a Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid once. I don't remember it at all. The pizza must have been so unnotable that I don't remember the flavor, nothing at all. The only thing I remember about my Chuck E. Cheese birthday party was they had a G.I. Joe video game that I never played before. It was like a behind-the-back third-person shooter where you would just shoot all around the screen, aiming at things that you were running at constantly. And I'd never seen a game like that before. And so, I thought it was fun and unique. It was much better than the stuff I had at home. And I played a lot of that when I was there. But that's all. That's literally all I remember. I don't remember anything else about the Chuck E. Cheese birthday but the G.I. Joe video game. That's it. So it must have not been very good. Because you think I would have remembered one other thing. I don't remember anything else. Have I ever had an outside job? You mean like a job where I did outdoor work? No. I never had a job doing that. I volunteered doing that. I volunteered to, in high school, there was a lot of volunteer work you were supposed to do. So I volunteered to clean up roadways and yards. I volunteered for Habitat for Humanity to clean up and do stuff like that around houses and stuff.
Oh, shit.
You know, so I've done a lot of outdoor work when I was younger, but never as an actual job where I received pay. It was more volunteer work. Thank you, Sarah, for upping your membership. She's don't be sorry, next year will be awesome. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, what a letdown. I very much always look forward to the Halloween stuff, but let's move forward positively now. Let's not dwell on the past and what we missed. Let's focus on the positive future and the games I'm going to play and all the good stuff coming up, all right? Yes, I've had Five Guys burgers before, and they're good. Haven't had one in a million years, but I like Five Guys burgers and fries. Fresh, though. You got to get them fresh. The one time I ordered delivery here for a Feasting with the King, it was terrible. It was like gross and not tasty at all. It was like destroyed by the time it showed up, and I was like, wow, that's very disappointing. Fresh, though, they're fucking amazing. All right, guys, I think it's time to end the show. So, let me know what you thought about our first ever suggestion box segment. I'm all ears. Be sure to leave comments on the podcast to let me know what you think and have a little bit of back and forth dialogue about it. We will continue on with more of those. Will it be tomorrow? I don't know, but we will.
I can't make full dance, so I guess technically I'm making forum dance at once and then show them as a turkey. Fuck me, man. Thank you very much to Kel Denson for his super chat, who says, Phil's special, May the 1st yogurt. You nasty fucking bastard. Why would you combine those two things? Why would you... What made you think about combining those two fucking things? Oh my god, salad wasn't the only thing he was tossing that fucking day. Fuck off. Don't make me think of that when I'm hungry, you bastard. Thank you for the super chat, but still, bad. Bad, Kyle.
I'll continue on with more of the suggestion box. There's tons more suggestions to get through, and I'm sure that'll be pretty productive. So thank you all. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Okay. All right, let's get set up. We're going to start soon. In fact, perhaps we can kind of jump right in. I do have to pee, though, before we start, but that's about it. And then we'll begin with Alan Wake 2. Excuse me, guys. Oh, my God, that's absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry about that. Okay. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Mute the mic, run next door, pee, blow my nose, and then we'll come back and resume, so I'll be back in a minute. All right, be right back.
And thankfully, of course, because we have so much skip juice here, speed up juice, we can just fast forward ourselves until he gets back. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go, he's back. I want to see him throw himself into the chair. It's always amusing to me to see him throw himself into this fucking chair. So he slouches back in, collapses in the chair.
Alrighty, guys, we ready? Ready to get started? Jumping back in to the horror of Alan Wake 2. Here we go.
Hold on, what was the weird noise? When did Phil make a weird noise? He got back, he says he's back. When did Phil make a weird noise? He did a weird snort burp. But when he got back or before he left? No, I'm not counting that burp as a weird noise. That was a big massive burp and I counted the burp. I added one to the burp counter, but that's not a weird noise. For Phil, it's a normal noise. He burps all the goddamn time. I'm not counting that as a weird noise.
Okay. Stop vibrating. Stop vibrating on my table. It's annoying. Okay. Alright, guys. Here we go.
Wait, now he's recording.
Alright, welcome back to
Yeah, now he's fucking recording for you. Damn it. We got 2 free spaces. Sadly, we couldn't get any more free spaces on. Phil did not say short, meaningful. He didn't do coin mode. And, well, you can argue anytime Phil opens his mouth, it's a weird noise. It's like, nah, we're close but no cigar. We're 2 away from a full house. So I'm going to tick off this.
Burger.
And this.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
So yeah, we'll tick off those 2 squares and we'll leave the other 2 there. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining with some DSP Bingo antics. Let's see how live DSP is doing. He's at $22 so far.
Alex Jones, I don't think about any of that.
He's still at 22. Hold the fuck on. We're like a whole hour behind, over an hour behind Phil. And he's not gained a single... Oh, sorry, that's a lie. He just received a tip right there.
Game today, so I appreciate that.
Let's just hear what he's fucking got to say about us, right? Because somebody just tipped him right there.
I don't think about Alex Jones. I don't think about any of that dumb shit. But thank you for the $5 tip, Canadian Kirk.
Go on, Phil, say it. Fucking say it.
First contribution since I started playing the game today, so I appreciate that. Okay.
There we go. He had to make sure and emphasise that fucking point precisely to his audience. It's the first tip he's had since playing the fucking game. Aye, Phil, we know. You don't need to remind everyone. They know damn well that you didn't fucking receive any tips until that fucking point in time. Yeah, greedy bastard. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up, and of course I'm going to end things. So I always end things. We're going to have otters on the screen. Our lovely, delightful otters. We're going to enjoy their frolics and antics and all that shit. I'll be back tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo antics and shenanigans. I might even try and get a guest. I don't know. I have nothing planned, to put it that way. But I'll see if I can get a guest for the show or something, you know. I don't even know. I'd fucking ask, you know. But I mean, I don't know. I might try and get Indrid on one time, you know. Indrid's, I've had, you know, Snood on before, but it'd be good to get the other half of the Track to Be Mom and Indrid, so I'll see if they're fucking busy. But who knows. But for tonight anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. As Indrid's sick, I didn't even realise Indrid was fucking sick, I wasn't sure. But, oh, she caught a DSP cough. These viral fucking bugs, terrible. But anyway, guys, regardless, I'll be back tomorrow for Bingo anyway, whether it's just me or someone else with me as well. I'll have to wait and see. But for now, enjoy the rest of your Monday. However you wish to spend it. I'll catch you all later. And of course, I'm going to end how I always end, by playing notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So guys, enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'm Af. Catch you later. Peace out. And this time, I'm pressing the end stream button on purpose this time. So yeah, catch you all tomorrow, guys. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. and it's gone, just gone like that in an instant.